scrolling Instagram, right? Just looking at girls, right? This is just what I do. And I was thinking, like, I got to this one girl that was really hot, but I had already seen like 100 other girls that looked just like her. And the thought crossed my mind. I was like, this is getting boring. I've looked at so many girls. I've pretty much seen every single one. So what's left? You know what I mean, right? And so, and like, it's not like, it's not like I'm really thinking about this or doing this, but it's just, these are the ideas that go through my mind. These are the things, yeah, just, I mean, like, because I ran out, right? That's it. Time to hot girl detox, I guess so. And so, yeah, I've seen everything, and yeah, and like, I don't know what to say, guys, I don't. But anyway, we'll go back to this, right? I'm goofing around, but like, have you tried femboys? I have no, I'm joking around, right? I'm joking around. I make all kinds of jokes about being gay and stuff like that. And I think that, like, definitely, like, I'm very confident in my sexuality. I always have been. So I know that some people might try to, like, turn it into something else, but it doesn't really bother. Me because I know who I am, and I think it's fun. Internet try to make I bit too main war. I really worried about this. Palestine is a racially charged issue. If you look at a lot of the people that are protesting for Palestine and doing this, you will see that there is a huge amount of non-white people that are protesting for Palestine. And there is absolutely a racial coding for these different things. And I think everybody knows this, but nobody wants to say it. And the reason why they advocate for this stuff is because they want to signal to those racial groups is that they're Delulu. Yeah, exactly. They want to signal to those racial groups that they are part of the in crowd. They are part of the, you know, we are on your same side with this, you know, like this racial goal, right? That's it. And so both sides want Palestinians to be oppressed. Well, I don't know about that. I'm just saying in general. Also, we've had a very interesting, very interesting development with Dan Blazarian. This is him with Mel Gibson. I'm part Jewish, and it didn't bother me. 12% doesn't make you a Jew. Oh, 12. So now he's one of the, no, I revoke his Jew card. No, I think he's got to hold on to it. I think, yeah, he tried to drop his Jew card and people are picking it up and they're saying, hey, Dan, you dropped this. Dan, what's going on? What's this? M. Night Shyamalan couldn't have come up with a better one? Yes. And so now Dan would, I actually think this is the end for him. I do. This is the end for his America First campaign. all of the third world, like, you know, like actual Jew hater people that are out there that are gassing him up in the comments, well, now they're going to say, well, wait a minute, this guy's part of the problem too. So Mayor of Arcadia, California resigned for, I'll look at that later on, I will. And people were worried about this, and meanwhile, we have politicians actually getting charged for foreign interference. Well, the thing is that people do worry a lot about this, and would the painter let 12% slide? Would the painter have let 12% slide? Yes. Categorically, historically, the answer to that is yes. He would have. Would you guys like to see this proven? Did Hitler let people in Nazi Germany who were only 12% Jewish? You're not going to like this, guys. Truth is stranger than fiction. Get ready. Hitler himself was part Jewish. Yes. Under Nazi Germany's laws, were classified as German-blooded. They had a tier list. See, people don't understand. See, this is the advanced racism that you guys don't understand. Like, you haven't been on the internet okay, so we have, this is the Jew tier list, okay? So let's look at this here. Full Jew. This is 100% Jew. 3 or 4 Jewish grandparents. I don't know what this word is. I can't pronounce it. I'm sure if I do, I'll get banned. First degree Jew, 2 Jewish grandparents, about 50% ancestry. Only 1 Jewish proper is. You are 16%. How do you, this is not, how do people, that's to you. This is not true, right? Anyway, people mix, yeah, it's so fucked up. So people that the say Hitler, yes. So he's ethnically Jewish. Wait, this is true. There's no he's 100%. Okay, so he's ethnically Jewish. DNA done. Okay, so okay. He's 90. Okay, so he is. Okay, so he's a real one, right? He's a pureblood. You could call him a pureblood, yes. So no, this is not true. But I had to look it up. I did. You need to check your percentage of Jewish heritage. I think that we'll see. Okay, we'll see. How about that? And what is this here? Ashkenazi Jew? Maybe. I mean, yeah, it could happen. I was thinking about looking it up on there, but I don't want to do that. And so yeah, that's it. Wait, the UAE doesn't allow Jews, but he spends half the year in Dubai or something? Does the UAE not allow Jack? I have no idea about that. Explain this, dude. Dude, everybody is on him, bro. You are Jewish. Your movement. You are Jewish. Your movement. That was the contract that was.
I didn't know that. I don't think anybody knew that. Somebody found a book he wrote 10 years ago where he claims in his book that he is part Jewish. He was confronted about it all day, and finally he admitted and said, well, I'm 12% Jewish. That's not really Jewish. And I'll pull up the tweet and I'll show you. This is on Twitter. This was the exchange today, so he tweeted, Randy Fine just said he's willing to stop aid to Israel. He's obviously lying, but the pressure is getting to him. Congress has no accountability. Politicians who knowingly lie to the public, interesting, should face criminal penalties. The Jewish shadow ban censorship continues. I guess he didn't get enough engagement on that one.
Oh, right. He didn't get enough likes.
Engagement on that one.
Oh my God, how embarrassing.
Droidcore replied, you're censoring yourself? And he points to this book.
With Mel Gibson, too. Talk about being behind enemy lines.
Writes, Mel had been roasted in the media for popping off to some cop about Jews, and everyone went crazy. I'm part Jewish, and it didn't bother me. He told everyone to get fucked and made $500 million on his Passion of the Christ movie, and I respected that.
Yeah.
Kind of like when I heard Denzel Washington bought all the black guys on the set jackets and didn't get the white guys anything. I thought that was funny. I didn't even read that part. Yeah, that's hilarious. Take that, white guys. No jacket for you.
Yeah.
He says, I never got offended by shit like that. I could care less what your beliefs are as long as you're honest and upfront about it.
Well, how about that?
I'm part Jewish. It didn't bother me, he says.
Yeah.
So Droidcore says you're censoring yourself. Dan Bilzerian says 12% doesn't make you a Jew. Fuentes is a Sephardic Jew name, though.
Yep.
I said no fucking
Dude, that my leech. Oh, no.
I said no fucking way.
No, fuck you.
Dude,
Oh
you
my
gotta
God.
just like frame this. This is just like Hall of
amazing.
Fame.
Wow.
It's just beyond parody. Does it get better than that?
This is like
the guy. His only message for 2 years
is about how bad
it's
Jews
the
are.
Jews.
Yeah,
it's the
Jews.
Jew. You don't. He literally texted me. He said, "You didn't talk about Jews enough on Tucker and Jack Neal." I said, "Bro, I did talk about it with both of them." He said, "Yeah, but you didn't talk about it enough." I said, "Am I supposed to? The whole interview? Every interview, the entire interview, and every show is supposed to be about that?" He's Jewish. The whole time, he's Jewish. And you gotta wonder, okay, so what is the big idea? Randy Fine is a Jew that wants to cut foreign aid to Israel.
The big idea is Dan wants attention and money. That's the big idea. There's no ideology behind it. Doesn't give a fuck about Palestine, doesn't care about Jews, doesn't give a fuck about Israel. Maybe he doesn't like them, right? But that's about it. The main focus, the main driving impulse here, the one thing, if you took away everything else, but you left this one thing, this is the most important activatable thing, popularity and money.
Dan Bilzerian is a Jew who wants to cut foreign aid to Israel. What even are we accomplishing here? He says, I'm deploying to Florida. We got to unseat Randy Fine by any means necessary. He's a dual citizen, and he says he wants to cut foreign aid. I don't believe him. Dude, you're Jewish, you're a triple citizen, and you want to cut foreign aid to Israel. So what actually is the difference at that point?
I mean, Randy Fine is a fat asshole, but like, I'd vote for him over Dan. I would. I don't even think it's close. It's not even remotely close. If I had to pick between the two of them, that's what I would do. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. And both anti-Semitic retards, I don't know. Who made this? Is this real? Bro. So this is a guy, so in case you should be able to shoot him. Absolutely. Anyway, it's demon time. Yeah, I guess.
Are you on like the spectrum?
And he just got all mad because, like, you know, I guess I kind of passed him up in a lot of regards at an early age.
You past maxed your dad.
Past maxed? And he just got all mad because, like, you know, I guess I kind of passed him up in a lot of regards at an early age. I realized that, like, there's a level of confidence gained when you're cold approaching with a boner. So,
Are you serious?
yeah. I realized that, like, there's a level of confidence gained when you're cold approaching with a boner. So,
Are you serious?
yeah.
I definitely. That's the wildest. The fact they're able to say it so straight faced is mind blowing. But I agree with you.
Wait, what?
I do agree with them.
Cold
Yeah.
approaching
Not- maybe
with
not-
a boner?
Or how about a
Yes.
semi?
No,
Oh,
like,
you're talking about a full.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Cliff. You got fresh lawsuits this week. Ran over stalker in Tesla. Part owner of a club mind overdosage. Was that experience a wake-up call?
I was kind of using the drugs as a coach to come across as like a normie.
You got on test since you were 14.
You actually took a hammer to your face to shape your jawbone.
Yes.
Did your parents really have to hide the hammers around the house?
They did. That was not a joke.
Are you like the spectrum? Drake said Vlad has a micro. Does he?
No, not micro. I've been doing PE for a while.
Would that be considered maxing?
You don't have to like unbox that. I would rather I never work again and keep all my hair than anything.
I like that one at all. That was crazy.
How important is it to you to also make the girl have it?
The amount of extra effort is just not going to really have much ROI.
When that girl slapped you, was that real?
Yeah.
Could you see why she hit you?
Not really.
I saw a video of you kissing a mom and then kissing her daughter.
Yeah.
It appears, at least from your streams, you have game.
I just like to skip straight to the point and just ask if a girl wants sex.
Bro, I'm so entertained.
Why don't you rate me, Logan?
Okay. I'd probably rate you a 3.75.
All right, I'm up.
I'm going to say... So,
Sorry for the song. Some guy is illegally claiming our song, even though we didn't.
are these intentionally placed or can I turn?
You can drink one. Yeah, go for it.
That's wait. Are we on?
That's-
Are we currently going?
That's the protein.
You had regular prime because I saw a clip of you drinking it.
Yeah.
I think. But there's
Did I say
protein.
anything about it?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
No, did I?
Oh no. You
Oh.
said that that we wanted to have you on the show,
Yeah.
which is obviously true, as evidenced by the fact that you're here right now.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I
no.
think your homie was like, "Are you gonna say no?" Right? And you're like, "Why would I say no?" And then you were talking about mine and you meeting and how we talked about you on the show over the past couple months, and that we were being kind, which is true.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have had a couple clips recently that I saw where it was positive with the basketball guy. He's really good. I can see why a lot of the NBA players don't want to go against him in one-on-one. It's like there's really,
MK.
there's
Yeah.
really nothing to gain from that. That's kind of the same way I see boxing and doing those cards. It's like you're really putting a lot on the line unless you're fighting someone who's like so much better than you. Like where if you lose, like the one guy with Jake
Jake Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, where people are like, okay, like this is some ballsy stuff.
Correct. But if you, it's a they call it an or gamble, right? It's like
Right.
sorry before you want to say that, but it is what they call it.
No,
the
absolutely.
biggest example of it was certainly Tate versus Marcus. What's his name again? The guy that he fought.
Oh, shit.
What's his fucking
I
name?
don't know.
again?
I forgot.
What was the guy that beat up Tate?
Jason Moore.
Chase the Moore.
Jason Moore.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's an aura gamble to normies because they don't really understand the sport. When I consider it impressive, regardless of what happens, to go through a training camp like that, because I've boxed for even 1.5 hours and I have to go to sleep right after. So the fact that you do, your 8-week training camp, you go in the ring for however many rounds and however you perform, it's still something to be proud of, win or loss. But-
Boxing is insanely high input. It takes a lot out of you, high output.
Yep.
All right, back to the topic of how you got here. I'll speak for myself. I think you can say some stuff as well. I have been very intrigued by your content over the past few months. Past, I guess even longer. Probably, how long has it been now since you've been kind of on?
Since about November.
November. Okay, so like
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
There's been a tremendous number of people who have come up under this new wave of alpha. I mean, these aren't definitions for you, but this alpha or prior to that was red pill and kind of like started with this Tate and all the people that have come up. I never want to have anyone on the show. I'm going to be honest with you. Like they were
Yeah.
super intriguing people. For some reason, the content that you put out is very, to me, at least seems like it's very authentically you. You're a young guy. You're trying to figure out life. You have some very interesting ways of going about it, to say the least. And that's interesting to me. And I think you get certain leniencies because of your age.
Yeah. Maybe, I mean,
Do you
maybe.
feel like that though? Because people are really hard on you as well.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't think a lot of people even really know my age up until quite recently. So at the start of my career, that definitely wasn't the case because I would say that I look a little bit older. But yeah, you're absolutely right. A lot of that red pill like stuff is garbage, and the alpha male thing. It's something I usually will kind of meme on because those guys have to play a 24/7 persona, which when you're doing these long IRL streams like I do, it just eventually the mask would slip. So I was never someone who was like, all right, I'm gonna fake being like this alpha personality and do all this shit. That way I can just be real and like have some vulnerable moments on the stream, where I fuck up, and it's okay because you're not trying to impress anyone. So that's part of the reason I think the content just hits and resonates a lot more.
We didn't do an intro for Clav.
That's a good point. We did not.
No, sorry. We have
it.
Yeah, we have an intro for you here.
Oh,
I'm gonna bring the energy on this. This guy's the king of looks maxing and the most talked about man on the internet. That's a fact. If you've been online, you've seen the clips. We're talking mogging, aura farming, turning internet culture into a full-blown movement. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe I'm saying it. It's clavicular.
Thank you guys.
How old are you, Lev?
20.
Dude, that is fucking insane. You are so young, and you definitely get a pass for some of the crazy shit we've seen you doing because of your age. Obviously won't get a pass forever. But like Mike said, and like you kind of just said, which I thought was actually really mature, you are living your life online. You're streaming, you're sharing, you're having those vulnerable moments. You've had some crazy moments online.
Yeah.
Even like, bro, I'm reading
I
this.
know, it's hard to know where to start.
The headlines on this PDF are insane, bro. It's like ran over stalker in Tesla. Drake this clap for having a micro. Part owner of a club in Miami. Overdosage.
Well, where do you start is the question.
Yeah.
And also, this is kind of an indicative question, and helps a little bit. When you sit down on an interview, this is something that was interesting to me too. Like a lot of people come on sometimes and be like, "Hey, steer clear of this topic. Steer clear." Nobody said shit to me. Like you've got fresh lawsuits this fucking week, like as of 24 hours ago. Is there anything that's off limits to you to talk about?
Not really, because it's just impossible to avoid. Like when you're going around and doing these IRL streams, people come up and they'll say things, or TTS will come through. It's just not something that could really be moderated. Like it's not like YouTube. I'll cut that out. I fucked up. So I'm very used to like the live open format style where anything goes, because it's sure like with all those headlines you ran, like literally anything goes on the streams. I don't even know what's gonna happen those days when I step out into the world with the camera. So no reason to try to avoid or steer clear of anything.
Why did you choose streaming versus like vlogging or short form content?
I would just say because I hopped on other people's streams on Kick, and a lot of people liked it. They said, "Hey, do more collabs, do this," and that was something that kind of just like segmented really well for me to go from like doing collab appearances to having my own show. And also the people I was around, Aiden, like the SSB guys, like they were telling me about like some of the deals and ways you can monetize it. And I was like, well, this makes a little bit more sense for me than doing the YouTube route.
I mean, clearly it was the right strategy, and obviously like streaming is the medium for success, especially in the demo that you're in. Are you ever like a little bit worried or scared about the fact that everything's live and the fact that anything can happen?
I wouldn't say so now, but the more you grow and the more that's on the line, the more people want to knock you down a peg or two. And I guess that's kind of what we've seen this week. And so yeah, it's getting there where I definitely have to be more conscious, more security, moving a little bit smarter with what I do. But for now, I just try to think about making the best content possible. And the more restrictions you put on yourself, the worse the content obviously gets.
I'm kind of curious, for you, what does the best content possible look like? Because your style is super intriguing. I've said it on the show. It's like I'm just captivated. The clips come on and just new environment, new person, new interaction. Sometimes you're like an amplified version of yourself. So like, are you going into it with intention about what you're gonna do for the day?
No, never.
You're just being.
Yeah, like we'll just go outside sometimes and have no idea what's even gonna happen like 10 minutes from now. But usually the interactions just kind of form naturally themselves.
Yeah.
Like sometimes we'll have like a rough idea of like a location we're going, but like it could quite literally be I'll just decide to go outside and I'll just get on a random bus somewhere.
Okay, so when that girl slapped you, was that real?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
Not really.
Hey, look at you, gotcha.
I mean, it's just kind of like so shocking. Like it's not something you expect, so you're just like more like stunned than anything.
Did you sue her parents?
Not gonna talk about that one.
Well, that's off limits.
Yeah.
Wait, is that something you would consider though?
Well, that's a little bit difficult, and I'm not gonna get into the whole story.
Fair.
Like, the thing is, like, I don't mind like people asking questions and having something go on the record, but like I'm not necessarily gonna always answer.
Well, look, if you're gonna actually do a lawsuit, then obviously like not talk about it. So
Right.
I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think could you see why she hit you?
Not really, because like she came up talking about how I don't I don't respect women's rights or something, and I was like, when have I ever even said this? So a lot of people will just like put these descriptions that they've come up with in their head on my content or associate with me or associate me with some political party when it's literally like the exact opposite of what I want in the content that I make. I've been extremely like anti-politics from the entire time I've had my career, and that's one of the things that's really helped me be able to capture fans and capture an audience from all sides of the aisle. So when people come up and try to say like, oh, you're right wing, you're left wing, I'm just like, really? Like when did you see this?
When Steph McMahon slapped Cody Rhodes, that was a power move. Just like how hiring Morgan & Morgan is a power move. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They have over 100 offices nationwide and more than 1,000 lawyers with over $30 billion recovered for over 500,000 clients. Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. In Florida, a client recently received $6.1 million after the insurance company's best offer was just $100,000. Wow. That's a $6 million difference. This is crazy. While in Georgia, another client recently received 29.5 million shekels. Wow. And in Nashville, another client was awarded 10.6 million. You are injured by the negligence of another. You deserve to be paid. Yes. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. For more information, go to thepeople.com/Logan or dial pound law pound 529 from your cell phone. That's FOR, thepeople.com/Logan or pound law pound 529. This is a paid advertisement if you couldn't tell. Now back to the show.
Clearly, like you've had a ton of controversy,
right.
Obviously, right? And I think some of the things that have happened lead people to make assumptions about other part of your life, which is like a contextual problem for you. Okay, for example, one time I called out a group of people who listened to a song called "Hail Hitler in the Club," right? It was a blanket statement, right? And it was kind of the original interaction we ever had because you called me grandpa, and which is what I said to you when I was in Scottsdale, right?
Yeah.
But you'll never be able to like go and claim that you haven't done things that were questionable or controversial, right?
Yeah, no, it's my goal to.
And the reason I bring this up is because I think right now you're at this point, this like apex point where it seems like you're already starting to dial some of that stuff back, and you're going to have to make a decision as to whether you want to continue pushing the envelope, which is something that he did and potentially overdid or definitely overdid, or if you want to dial it back for longevity. Do you feel like you're at an inflection point in your career right now?
Well, so there's like the really reactionary clips and like doing the crazy shit, but what I was more so talking about with the interaction with that girl who slapped me was like, okay, let's break it down and talk about my serious takes, but that's obviously unrealistic, and I kind of get that now, but that was just my mentality, was like, okay, like let's actually talk about it, because whenever I'm sitting down on like a long form podcast or a setting like this, I can really clarify my beliefs on things rather than just a 15-second out of context thing or me just trying to be reactionary, whatever. But that would just be irresponsible understanding of the internet from my perspective, so I'm kind of understanding that more now.
This definitely is like a calmer demeanor and a calmer setting that I'm used to seeing you in.
Yeah. Well, because like when we're going out, nightlife, like you're getting excited, like you're with your homies. It's just a different vibe to it entirely. But when I'm talking about, my entire career and some of my belief systems, I don't want to just come across as like some tweaker, who's high off Adderall the entire time, like being crazy. That's not what it is.
Where are you at with the sobriety journey right now? Because I spoke to you a couple weeks ago, and you were after you had an OD, which was very public, obviously, and you were talking about the idea of being sober and, if you don't mind me saying, the challenges of being sober while streaming. So where are you at now?
I've still been maintaining my sobriety, right? So no alcohol, no drugs, no nothing. And my entire idea of why it was going to be so hard was more or less a cope, because I'm like, I was kind of using the drugs as a cope to come across as like a normie. But the reality of the situation is I don't have to, right? Like that's a complete waste of my time to try to, like LARP as someone I'm not.
I love how these terms are also like natural.
I know.
Like
I thought I had the same thought.
For his generation, because when we use the terms,
When I say normie, I'm like kind of being satirical.
you say it with an emphasis.
Yeah,
For you, it's
normie.
like, it's
It's
actually
in the
your
verbiage.
vocabulary.
Well, yeah, I mean, I spent hours a day on forums like growing up, and this is the way we talk. And I'll talk like this on podcasts, on streams, and now it's at the point where every single streamer is starting to use it, like even the NFL, like Netflix. Like, so all these words are being used by the mainstream. So it's like, no, I'm bringing everyone over to my side of the aisle. I don't have to go to them. So I'm like, maybe I really don't need to use these drugs as a crutch, and I can just be myself and be unapologetic about it.
Well, that's what I told you. I told you have an audience now that is
Right.
pretty locked in, and I think they probably enjoy you as a person and not just the actions that you take. And so it's you're faced with a very similar situation as he was, which is, if I'm not doing crazy shit, what do I do now?
Yeah. I don't really think it was like too much crazy shit that was like during just my normal streaming hours was getting people to watch for or have a long watch hours. They just really like going out and about and interacting with girls, because for a lot of people, they're too anxious to do that, or, maybe they're younger, so they're not able to go out to bars yet. And that's not really something that people stream, because there's not as many IRL streamers as you would think who are like consistently streaming like nightlife and dating, because, that's kind of the whole ideology of looks maxing is it's about the dating market, right? When you talk about hypergamy and like all these events, so you're kind of showcasing like the end result of like after you ascend, like what's accomplishable, what is dating actually looking like for the average person. So those are really interesting experiences to people.
You did you coin the term looks maxing?
No, I would say that I definitely popularized it, but no.
Do you know where it came from?
Just a lot of forums, like PSL. It stems more from like this weird internet subculture. So yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about mogging and looks maxing for a second? Can you put some parameters on ascension and what that looks like? For example, why don't you rate me, Logan?
Oh, people love the rating thing. Okay, sure.
Don't be biased, dude.
No, I won't be biased. You don't have to worry about that. I would say that I'd probably rate you maybe a 3.75. That's a complete waste of my time to try to, like LARP as someone I'm not.
I love how these terms are all so like natural.
I know.
Like
I thought I had the same thought.
for his generation, because when we use the terms,
When I say normie, I'm like kind of being satirical.
you say it with
Like,
an emphasis.
Yeah,
For you, it's
normie.
like it's actually
it's in
your
the verbiage.
vocabulary.
Well, yeah, I mean, I spent hours a day on forums like growing up, and this is just the way we talk. And I'll talk like this on podcasts, on streams, and now it's at the point where every single streamer is starting to use it, like even the NFL, like Netflix, like so all these words are being used by the mainstream. So it's like, no, I'm bringing everyone over to my side of the aisle. I don't have to go to them. So I'm like, maybe I really don't need to use these drugs as a crutch, and I could just be myself and be unapologetic about it.
Well, that's what I told you. I told you have an audience now that is
Right.
pretty locked in, and I think they probably enjoy you as a person and not just the actions that you take. And so it's you're faced with a very similar situation as he was, which is, if I'm not doing crazy shit, what do I do now?
Yeah. I don't really think it was like too much crazy shit that was like during just my normal streaming hours was getting people to watch for or have a long watch hours. They just really like going out and about and interacting with girls, because for a lot of people, they're too anxious to do that, or maybe they're younger, so they're not able to go out to bars yet. And that's not really something that people stream, because there's not as many IRL streamers as you would think who are like consistently streaming like nightlife and dating, because that's kind of the whole ideology of looks maxing is it's about the dating market, right? When you talk about hypergamy and like all these events, so you're kind of showcasing like the end result of like after you ascend, like what's accomplishable, you know, what is dating actually looking like for the average person. So those are really interesting experiences to people.
Did you coin the term looks maxing?
No, I would say that I definitely popularized it, but
Yeah.
no.
Do you know where it came from?
Just a lot of forums, like so, like PSL. It stems more from like you know, this weird internet subculture. So yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about mogging and looks maxing for a second? Can you put some parameters on ascension and what that looks like? For example, why don't you rate me and Logan?
Oh, people love the rating thing. Okay, sure.
Don't be biased, dude.
No, I won't be biased. You don't have to worry about that. I would say that I'd probably rate you maybe a 3.75 out of 10.
Yeah, yeah. Can you tell us why?
So, yeah, mostly because his interpupillary distance. So, like how close that his eyes are, and also the longer mid face would be the main ones. How close that his eyes are, and also the longer mid face would be the main ones.
He does have a long face.
Wait,
to be fair.
I did for sure. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Okay,
3.75 is great.
so where does the rating start and stop? Is the rating strictly face related?
Yeah, I mean, but you could, you know, add parameters or, you know, make clarifications. Like, if you're rating someone's like total SMV, their sexual market value, that would include a lot of other metrics like
Okay, what's my SMV?
would be a lot higher, right? Because you're famous, wealthy, you know, tall. So that's something that would be more favorable to you.
What do you think Mike's sexual market value is?
Extremely high percentile, top percentile SMV, right? And that's really the number that I would say matters the most.
Yep.
Is your SMV more than anything.
And I agree with you, and I'm happy you said that because that was going to be kind of my question.
Yeah,
is
his ego
like,
definitely took a little bit of a dive, but
no,
the
that's not
SMV
true.
got it back
Hey,
up.
listen, never was trying to be in GQ. Okay, I like to make people laugh. I like to make people feel good. I like to bring energy to a room. Okay, I fall back on the fact that I'm 6'3" quite often. I think height is an incredibly important
it's very important
part of the equation. But I'm happy that you said that because I think it gives other 3.75s like myself the ability to understand their power.
Well, the key bit of nuance there is that, you know, the face and your looks are going to be the most important thing for getting a super high SMV. So what you've had to accomplish to transcend the rating of 3.75 and be in that top percentile SMV wise was become like multi-million follower on social media pages and like extreme amounts of wealth. So that's not something that the average 3.75 guy is ever going to be able to accomplish. So
Let me cut you off for 1 second. He can maybe attest to it, but certainly my family and friends from back home can.
Mike's been pulling very beautiful women for
since
his whole
I was
life.
a kid, dude.
It's almost
like
it's almost like the things you just mentioned for him didn't matter.
they helped, certainly helped, and put me in rooms with different types. But and the reason why I bring this up is because it's been one of the places where I always wanted to counter you a little bit. In the priority factor in an SMV, I think might be humor, dude. I think, and we could talk about it, but I think an ability to make a girl laugh and have a good time and feel comfortable in a social scenario, in a social setting. Now, I'm not saying that if you're, but clearly for me, being a 3.75, it was able to help me overcome that issue, right?
Right.
So what's your counter to that? Like, why do ugly funny guys get the best pussy?
I wouldn't really say ugly, funny guys get the most pussy. I would say that charisma is certainly a very important thing.
Okay.
And having it is going to help you a lot. But at the end of the day, you know, these one-off anecdotes you always hear all the time, like, oh, my buddy, he's bald and fat and he makes a lot of jokes, but he gets laid all the time. It's like we're talking about a view of society, right? Getting down to the sociological stuff. So just as general rules, you know, that's kind of what I'm more or less.
I hear what he's saying.
Eliminating the
You're an
outliers and
outlier.
focusing
You're
on
an
the
outlier.
Correct.
All right, I'm up.
Yeah.
Rate my look.
I would say that. Oh, are we gonna go like current looks or like when you were, you know, younger? 'Cause how old are you right now?
31.
Okay.
Just
No, go right
just
now.
right now, Clev. What you see, and by the way, I can see you examining my
Yep,
face.
I noticed
It's
that as
incredible.
well.
His eyes are actually moving at every part of my face. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say 6.5.
Not even a 7.
Well, I mean, people just don't understand the decile scale very much because whenever people do ratings, for some reason they assume that 7 is average. If any girl tells you you're a 7 out of 10, they think you're dead fucking average. But really, 5 is average, right? 5 is 50th percentile. So it just doesn't make sense.
What would you rate yourself?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
You can't.
No, I just don't think it's a responsible thing to do.
Why?
I think that you will apply certain, restrictions to yourself if you're someone who's as with the culture as I am. Like, okay, I'm this rating according to my philosophy. This is the girl I should be going for, or whatever. When I don't really think that that's something that's beneficial.
Okay, so Mike's eyes were too close. Why did I get the 6.5?
Why did you get a better score? Or why do you not get a higher score?
I'll be honest with you, it just seems a little low. I thought I was at least a 7 for sure. Like for sure, I would have said personally when people ask me what I think I am on a scale of 1 to 10, I say 8, and I feel comfortable in that. But I want to know, like, what is it like? Obviously, I have thin hair and I look like a fucking ridiculous person right now because I have more hair. But yeah. What do you think?
I would say that when you were a little younger, I'd say that rating would be closer to being true. But just how aging works, it's very difficult to maintain.
Fuck! Listen. A traditional wallet is a thing of the past. Do you really want to be sitting all tilted with your big wallet in your pocket every single day? It's made guaranteed for life, and now new colorways. But rich or bearable to wallet, you think product off the bed. One of the biggest wear. You think it is
For finasteride or anything?
No. Oh, the hair?
Yeah.
Not currently, no.
Because I saw you had currently, because I remember seeing you had a pretty impressive recovery from hair loss.
I
over the
did
years.
not. No. So when you're trying to conceive, finasteride is not good, I think. And so we're trying to.
Oh, when you're trying to have a kid.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It really doesn't matter as much as you would think for that. It's really just a libido thing because of the neurosteroids. So some people deal with post-finasteride syndrome. But like at the end of the day, I would rather my dick never work again and keep all my hair than anything.
Oh, I like that one. I like that one at all. That one's crazy. No, okay. Let's. Wow.
That's really
Like, dude.
Yeah.
What would you rate Jason Statham?
Well, 8 out of 10.
And he has no hair, and his dick probably works pretty hard. I don't know though.
But it's like, for the average person, you're not going to be Jason Statham. So you're going to have this bald head and a functional dick, but it's going to be over for you when you got no one that you could use it on besides your hand. you know?
Okay.
If you've got no hair, it's pretty much done.
But how would you use a non-functioning dick, even if you have hair?
Well, I mean, you wouldn't, but you just at least they'll be able to mock people.
Bro, dude, you're definitely one of the most interesting people I've ever met in my life.
Clev, hold on a second. Because isn't the okay? And I want to get back to the Studeride Finasteritos as well. If the
You don't take it?
okay, I'll unpack my hair as well because I've had quite the hair journey myself. What is the goal of mogging?
Well, to improve your life and improving the quality of your life to the highest degree is the ultimate goal of look maxing, of self-improvement. And I'd say I like to just keep that general goal in mind because that could be women, that could be career opportunities, whatever. And having a super narrow-minded approach to things where you're only look maxing or only self-improving to get with a hotter chick, I think that's a little ridiculous.
Okay. I want to go back a couple steps on peptides and that world because you talk about peptides a lot, and you also just talked about the importance of your hair. Counter that statement. You've been on, this is maybe the most insane thing, you've been on test since you were 14,
Yeah.
correct?
Correct.
Test being one of the most anti-hair things in the world, right? An increase in DHT, correct?
Well, so yes, the way that it works is testosterone converts through an enzyme in your body into DHT, and finasteride and dutasteride are 5-alpha reductase blockers. So they block that conversion. So they, if you're on testosterone, well, at the dosage that I am, and you're on dutasteride, you're gonna have less DHT than the average person would. So you're still gonna be a lot hair safer than anything. And right, testosterone is still an androgen. It could cause hair loss. Once again, a lot weaker than DHT. There's other ways you can go about it for the rare 1% of people who are on DUT and they're still balding, with things like topical RU58841. So there is a lot of ways to avoid it, but it's not really a concern if you know how to mitigate side effects.
Well, and the hair world is changing rapidly. Like we should be looking down the pipeline here pretty soon at some major breakthroughs in terms of waking up lazy follicles, correct?
Yeah, so it looks like we're in a lot of phase 2 trials. So hopefully all that kind of stuff comes soon.
You seem pretty knowledgeable on even like how these things work.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to be. Like, you're kind of like taking a lot of different drugs, and they're all interacting inside your body. So if you just are blindly taking pharmaceuticals, it really could go wrong. And that's why I've always been against just universally advocating for the pharmaceutical intervention, because most people won't really understand all the nuance that they need to actually looks max from it, and they'll usually wind up looks minning, right?
So sorry, one more time. Looks what?
They'll wind up looks minning. So they'll get worse.
Minning.
Yeah, they'll get worse looking, right? Because like you said, the thing about testosterone, if you just start taking testosterone because you saw a clip of someone that's 15 seconds long and you didn't see the rest of the video that explains things about DHT and taking your dutasteride, you would go bald and get worse, right? So that's why I'm like, I really don't think you should do it unless you've done years of research or are under careful supervision of a medical professional.
What's your stack right now? Like everything you're taking?
It's funny, I actually just made a list. Is it
that long? How much test weekly?
300. Right now, only 240 actually.
240 test sip.
Yes.
That's not a massive dose.
No.
But it's been much higher in the past.
Not really. No, I've always been like consistently in that sports TRT range of like 250-ish.
I'm curious, how did your parents let you take tests at 14?
They didn't. They would take it away all the time.
How did you get it?
Well, I would just order it to the post office, general delivery, or I'd just snipe the package.
Do you know?
How did you find out about testosterone as a 14-year-old?
I was watching Rich Piana. I was doing a lot of research on forums and just a lot of bodybuilding communities.
Mm-hmm.
And do you feel now at 20? Do you feel good about the decision of having started test at 14?
Yeah, but test is really not the greatest thing for puberty maxing. It's more so like the HGH, aromatase inhibitors, things like that are going to allow you to have more success. So testosterone's not something that most people are going to benefit from because it aromatizes into estrogen, right? And that causes your growth plates to fuse if you're not super careful. And thankfully I was, and testosterone does give you a good amount of dimorphism if you're taking it from early on. But like I said, if you stunt your growth from it, then, there's really no point.
Are your parents tall?
Not overly tall.
Are you taller than both of them?
I think I'm about an inch taller than my dad, an inch or two taller, and my mom is 5'4".
And do you have siblings?
Yeah.
Are you like your siblings?
I would say my sister's reasonably tall for a girl. She's 5'7".
So I meant like more just like personality.
Oh, well, my sister's a fair bit younger than me, so I remember like myself at her age and now, and there's like there's still a lot of change. So it's just hard to say.
I think it's interesting. Like, is the relationship between you and your parents solid at the moment?
Never really is.
Really?
It's never great.
What's that core obstacle?
Just me kind of not really ever able to be controlled or anything like that.
But you're an adult now, technically.
Well, they still don't want to
really
accept that,
Well, I mean, dude, when you were 20, I mean,
I don't know. So when I moved to LA, my parents were like, yeah, he's doing his own thing. They're still trying to, like, I saw a clip of your dad canceling your SIM card or
That's
phone.
quite annoying. Yeah.
That was real?
Yeah, that was real.
You on your own account now?
Well, he won't release my number.
So how do you text people and stuff?
I have to go on a hotspot.
No fucking way, bro.
Yeah, I'm still that guy.
This is crazy.
I'm still yeah.
Wait,
so you gotta get your own
It's
plan.
not even about like the money. I'm like, whatever. Like, I'll send you like the next 10 years worth of payments. Like, just turn the phone back on.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was because like I was doing a deal and he was like texting me like all this shit like, oh, make sure your lawyers review it. And I'm like, do you really think like I'm an idiot? Like I got here for no reason. And he just got all mad because like I guess I kind of passed him up in a lot of regards at an early age.
You passed Max your dad.
Pass Max?
Oh, he's not letting that one slide. He didn't
That
like
was
that.
no good?
He didn't like that.
Pass him
at
up.
all.
You said beyond father.
You don't have to like add Max to everything.
I'm so sorry. We've been doing it. We've added everything.
No. You can't add it to every
Oh, we
word.
do. No, trust me, we
Past
do.
Max doesn't really.
Because you can't lesser more
Trust
than
me,
past.
you do, bro. You can trust Max that.
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry.
Okay, look.
I gotta give it a few
Glad
years.
I'm sorry.
No. It's actually what you said earlier is right. It's impressive how it's made its way into culture.
Right.
I wonder if it stays.
I think most definitely like the words like jester. I would say that's obviously not a word I came up with or jester maxing, but they're so good that people just love using them.
It's very good.
You
I wanted to, sorry, not to interrupt you much, but I did interrupt Max. You said, the relationship with your parents is never really good. I have a sentence here on the PDF that says that they used to hide the hammers around the house.
Yes.
So it would stop smashing your face.
Yep.
You did bone smash as a youth.
Yes.
That's not like a joke. You actually took a hammer to your face to shape your jawbone.
Yeah. What's on YouTube?
Did it work?
Yeah. It's just hard to exactly pinpoint what percentage came from taking tests or what percentage came from bone smashing or just regular puberty. So that I couldn't answer, but we have the reference to Wolff's Law, so the theory makes sense.
Did your parents really have to hide the hammers around the house?
They did. That was not a joke.
How many hammers were there?
I would say probably did it like 3 or 4 times. So I had to switch to this baseball trophy, which is a pretty famous prop. I've still been looking for it because everyone's been wanting me to find that souvenir. I don't know if you guys have seen that video.
No, but if you find it, Logan will probably buy it.
I'm a collector.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, no, so I had to switch to a different tool. And that was like the common theme growing up is like my parents would always try to stop me from doing things. And I would always become vindicated every single time I would decide to go down a course of action.
If you walked in, okay, let's First of all, right now there's some rumors out there that you're potentially an expectant father. Is that true?
No comment.
Okay. If you walked, and I need to actually ask you about HCG as well. By the way, all those questions are related to my own life. That's why I'm asking you about them. If you walked in on your daughter, okay, and she was 12 years old, and she had been watching Clavicular on TikTok, learning about bone smashing, and she had a ball peen hammer in her hand. As a parent, would you take that hammer from her?
Well, if a girl was looks maxing, I would say to her, we live in a very favorable society towards women, and some beta boxer will still take care of you. Like, you don't really need to be doing
what?
Beta boxer.
Beta boxer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that definition, unfortunately.
So beta boxer is like someone who basically gets girls by being a simp and like just being rich, but they're ugly. So basically what I'm saying is there's gonna be someone in this dating market who's desperate enough for just about any girl. So the burden for women to look max is a lot lower.
Okay, so
Wait, that's an insane thing to say to your daughter. Don't worry, honey. There's someone desperate enough out there for you.
Well, I wouldn't obviously say that. But
okay, so how would you?
Yeah, like she's dude, she's fucking her face up with this hammer, bro. Do you let it slide?
no, but that's the thing I said before, right? Is a lot of people won't actually like understand the nuance of things, like how you need to brace your head to avoid CTE.
She's doing it perfectly. She's an expert.
I don't really see that as being the case, because like you don't understand like the amount of research and the amount of time actually spent towards like having somewhat of an understanding of these things from an early age.
There's a missing link in the Clav story that I've discovered in this conversation. He's smart. You are a smart person.
Yeah, but
I don't think people think that. You are scientifically approaching all of this shit. Bro, even when I asked him what my look was, I felt like I was like Apple Retina getting scanned like that. You're an intelligent person, and you're applying your intelligence in an interesting way.
Yeah, because I really just felt like my entire life it was what was missing from the manosphere discussion. So all
what, the brain?
No,
like,
I mean
that has been
well,
missing for sure.
yeah.
They're missing a smart person.
Just like this key picture where they'd have like the pickup artists and they'd have the just go to the gym, bro, or just be confident, bro. But no one was acknowledging this huge elephant in the room, which was looks really do matter. And that's kind of why when I came about and started spreading this narrative, people were like, oh yeah, like that actually does resonate, and we've got the data to prove it, right? It's not subjective at all.
WWE Universe, we've got some huge news. Your favorite WWE podcasts are recording live at Fanatics Fest, New York City, this July 16th through 19th at the Javits Center. Javits Center, Javits Center. Catch live episodes of What Do You Want to Talk About with Cody Rhodes, WWE Now, and of course, your boys Impulsive. We will be there, and that is not all. WWE superstars will be in the building all weekend, signing autographs, taking photos, making surprise appearances, including myself. Trust me, you're gonna want to be there. Tickets are on sale now at fanaticsfest.com. Grab yours today, and we'll see you there.
One of the issues that I think that you've been up against in the public sentiment towards you, especially in discussions around hitting yourself with a hammer or responsibly doing meth, is, well, you're smart. The people that you're talking to might not be.
Mm-hmm.
And so do you feel a certain level, do you understand that sentiment, and do you feel a certain amount of personal responsibility as you promote a message like that to someone who might not have studied Wolf's Law? You know what I'm saying? And it's just in the toolbox of their father's garage. Like, ooh, this is a nice hammer. Maybe I could look like Clav one day. Like, do you understand that?
Well, yeah, and that's exactly what I keep going back to is, people aren't going to get it. They're not going to do the research I did. So my message is like looks matter, and self-improvement is a good way to improve your quality of life. It's not, go do math, right? I would always advocate against people taking even prescription stimulants or drugs of any kind. Like if it's my serious, long-form setting interviews like this one, I would never tell people to do, testosterone at 14 years old. I'm just simply stating the things that I did.
That is an incredible fucking To your point of what you just, do you know how many cosmonauts there have been before you in the space? Timothy Leary, like people that did things as an experimentation to oneself, not as an endorsement to those viewing it. Does that make sense? And so that makes a ton of sense as long as the caveat and the precursor to that discussion is there. And so you definitely are a very smart person. Let me ask you a question. Do you have any, are you on the spectrum?
Yeah, I'm neurodivergent.
Okay, and that's a broad term, which means basically that you are atypical.
Correct.
Neurologically. So what, okay. Can you narrow it down at all from there? Have you ever had a diagnosis?
No, not professionally.
Okay. I don't really have a reason to ask that. I was just genuinely curious because he does have a very intriguing approach and style of dialogue, no?
Yeah, you're an incredibly unique individual.
Thank you.
You're an incredibly unique individual. I even think like, even if someone did know how to bone smash, for example, I don't even know how many people would do it because I'm sure it was painful.
Yeah, and then the brutal part about it was I used to just always have to go into work the next day, and I'd be pretty swollen, but I would never really bother to go out of my way to come up with like a story or like a cover up. Like if I got in a fight or something, I would just be pretty honest about it. Like I was bone smashing, and then all my coworkers thought it was pretty weird because this was like before all this stuff became mainstream. So
it's still pretty weird. Like if anybody can as a document to yourself, I get it. But if one of my friends came in and I was like, hey man, how'd your face get like that? They're like, oh, I was bone smashing with a hammer earlier today. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, calling it mainstream would be a bit of a stretch.
I wonder if you have to do it if you're going to do it while you're maturing and your face is still forming.
That's an interesting one.
Because you kind of guinea pig yourself. You're
right.
You're sort of your own experiment, and you're learning in real time, and you did all this stuff on yourself. And I think you fall within like a very small percentile of people that would do this.
Yeah, because what I was trying to do was I was trying to think of another way to be able to succeed in the dating market outside of being charismatic or whatever, money maxing, whatever, because I saw it as completely unrealistic for me, who at the time in high school really was not a social person at all, to be able to talk to girls and like have game and all this kind of stuff. I was like, well, it makes a lot more sense to looks max as a way to.
Well, you definitely. It appears at least from your streams you have game now. I mean, I don't know, bro. I saw a video of you kissing a mom and then kissing her daughter.
Yeah.
I just, this is insane to see.
Well, usually I do the best when I say the least. So.
Oh, so you don't have games, is what you're saying?
No, not at all. Like a lot of people come and lie, or they'll joke around with their friends like, oh, I got the best game. It's like I have probably the worst game.
No way. Dude,
ever.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
No,
to say.
because you say your game is very straightforward.
Right.
Which I think is
it's intentional, yeah. Because the way that I always thought about it was like I see people having these conversations back and forth at a bar, and it'll be like an interview process where the guy's just like asking all these stupid questions, and it'll be like this back and forth. But really, after all that's said and done, after that 5 or 10 minutes, is that going to change the answer to the key question of is this girl sexually attracted to me? And the answer is no, right? Knowing her favorite color or where she works, it really doesn't matter. So I just like to skip straight to the point and just ask if a girl wants to have sex.
Is that your approach?
he does it all the time.
Yeah,
Wait, how many of them are instant down?
a lot.
Where do you get the confidence to do that? Is it just your looks?
Pre-goblin.
What is that?
it's a beta blocker.
No,
it's not.
it's an anti-anxiety.
Anti-anxiety. Yeah, sorry.
Oh man, this is crazy, dude. Wait, because if you're saying you don't have game, but I've seen you approach women.
I'm low inhibition, yeah, but that's like I have no issues with approaching or starting conversations. I just really don't know what to say most of the time. But like, yeah, I've got no problem being low inhib, and I think it helps me because like it just makes so much sense to me in my head that this is the best way to go about the situation. That I'm like, why wouldn't I do this?
Would you say you're afraid of rejection?
No,
Don't care.
no, not at all.
How come?
Well, I mean, I've gotten rejected probably live on stream like at least 5,000 times at this point, so it's fine. And it's like I know in my head that people spamming the chat like, oh, L game, it's like they never go up to girls regardless. So it's like, yeah, maybe like I'll get rejected by like a couple girls for every couple I hit, but it's like that's totally fine with me. It almost keeps you in check because I could play things completely sheltered and only like respond to girls in my DM request and have a 100% guaranteed chance. But I think that kind of gets your head too big and doesn't keep you in reality. Whereas like I'm actually doing IRL streams where I'm like, even sometimes like I'll go out like LARPing as a civilian with like a Samsung, so not like the big camera, just to like see the results. So it gives you a good idea where you are without the status and money aspect also.
Bro, LARPing as a civilian with a Samsung is
It's just a wild sentence.
this is just like, bro, I'm so entertained.
I do agree with you that
just do the same. The flip phone?
Not like a S25.
Sheesh, green messages type shit.
Yeah,
Green
no,
bubbles?
just to record.
Just to stream.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do agree with you
Oh,
that
no, you thought I just meant going out with a Samsung. Okay, I can see how that'd be. Yeah.
yeah. Green messages are tough.
they work for some people.
I mean, but not everyone else.
It's an automatic like problem.
Yeah, it's like-
when you get that girl, like unless they're international, like occasionally you'll get like a couple Norwegians
Oh, yeah.
that have it, or like somebody from South Korea or something like that. But if you get a real U.S. or U.K. person and they have a
No,
The
green
Samsung
butts-
fill is very brutal.
No,
Yeah.
no. Cleb, are you familiar with Polymarket?
Yes.
Polymarket.
Yeah, I speak
So,
to them
so
sometimes.
markets on everything, trade on everything.
Right.
Polymarket.
Mhm.
Are you familiar? Do you know there's a lot of Polymarkets on you?
I do.
Can I
Yeah.
read you some of the Polymarket headlines and you tell me what percentage chance you think these are?
Sure.
Okay. By the way, people are putting their money on this.
Well, I pretty much know all them, so
Let's see if you know the percentage, right?
Yeah.
Clavicular sends to prison.
41%.
13%.
It drops dramatically over the past. It looks like there's a huge
30% chance that I do.
13% chance you're sent to prison.
Okay.
Traders believe in you, buddy.
Nice.
Clavicular pregnancy in 2026.
Isn't that like over 90?
99% chance.
99.
Should we by no?
No comment.
Tried, guys. There's $18.5 million in volume on the pregnancy one.
That's the highest one.
That's
yeah.
insane, dude.
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure that
all right.
mocked like any NBA event ever or anything.
People's sexiest man alive. Clavicular wins.
Like 5%.
3% chance.
Nice. Okay.
That's actually sick.
Yeah, I remember. I saw some of these, but I didn't know the percentages.
Well, keep in mind, like Travis Kelce, it was only at 7. Is there anybody on there that's in double digits?
Yeah.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
No. Oh, who is it?
Yeah. I mean, Timothy Chalamet's at 13%. I mean, you're not that far behind.
What do you rank Timothy Chalamet?
I would say like probably also around 6.25, so 6.5 somewhere.
And his SMV?
Pretty high.
And then okay, so who?
He's only gonna get girls that are on like birth control though.
Wait, hold on a second.
Birth control, you're attracted to more feminine features.
Explain that.
Correct.
Yeah, is that?
Yeah, that's true. So if you're constantly pulling women, and this is what I would always do, just like to gauge my dimorphism, was see if a girl was prescribed birth control to see if I was like cucked in any way. So yeah, if you're usually pulling girls that are on, that's not a good sign.
Wait, that's margin. That's marginal.
I'm sorry.
No, it's legit. It's very
No,
legit.
but marginal.
No, legit. Like
Women on birth control are more attracted to feminine men, is what you're
yes, correct, because they're taking their E. And women with higher estrogen are attracted to like more masculine looking
saying?
faces. Yes.
But attracted to from a, I don't want to use the term visceral, attracted to from sexual dynamic. But as you know, who women choose in long-term partners is less than 0.1% sexually based. Women are emotional beings, and they base their long-term partnerships on, like likelihood of producing a safe environment for family and X, Y, and Z.
Well, if that initial attraction is never met, like they're never gonna have a gauge on those other traits, right? So it's certainly the most important one.
Got it.
Can I ask you about the overdose?
Yeah.
I think for me, the craziest part about it all is that it was live streamed. It's your stream.
Correct.
Right? And you're in charge. When does real life become more important than the stream, if ever?
Well, I mean, I don't really think of the stream too much when we're doing it because a lot of the times it'll be stuff that me and my buddies were doing just before we started it, and then we were just like, okay, we'll put this on Kick because people liked me going on other people's. So it was just, I guess it was like a very easy transition. Like I wasn't like, okay, now I'm streaming, like now I have to start going to bars and like doing all this craziness. Like yeah, we're just doing that off camera. But for that was a little bit misunderstood. That's not like a traditional overdose. That was just me passing out really in just the same way that you would from drinking too much alcohol.
Was that experience a wake up call at all for you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I haven't taken a drug since. So
The challenge I think will be either staying that way sober or developing a healthy relationship with alcohol. How do you feel on that?
I will never really drink because it's just so toxic and disrupts a lot of your different growth pathways to such an extent that I could never really drink. Like even if I could have no problem at all with the occasional drink, which I really don't. I've never really had a drinking issue. It was more stimulants that was something I was overdoing. But yeah, it's really just like me considering what alcohol really is. It's ethanol. It's a complete poison that you're ingesting. So I just wouldn't do it.
Plus, I don't think it helps the way you look either. If we're
No.
looks maxing, it's like
It's got a lot of calories. It descends you. Yeah, it's very bad.
What about people, and what do you say to or think about people who don't care about any of the shit? They're just free-spirited people that are out on an adventure, enjoying life, smiling, even though they're fat or stupid or bald or whatever.
Well, I mean, I'm not here trying to like do some populist rally where it's like we all need to look max, guys. It's like if you don't want to do any of this stuff, then I don't give a shit. Like that doesn't affect me at all, So if someone has that sentiment, they think looks maxing is stupid, it's not something they would ever do, then so be it.
Do you feel compelled to push your beliefs on any topics on anyone? Like are you outspoken on like issues regarding like trans people or anything like that?
No, I wouldn't say so. I don't really have an opinion on transgenders, like homosexuals. It's just not really something that benefits me in any way to have an opinion on. It's just I don't care because it's not relevant to looks maxing.
Oh, okay. That's an because I know you once said that politics
Or jester.
are jester to you.
Yeah. Not to me. They are jester.
So I agree with you to an extent. I think people spend a lot of time talking about things that they cannot control. Okay, and one of the things I learned in recovery when I got clean was the Serenity Prayer, which was asking God for the courage to change the things that you can about yourself and to be at peace basically with the things that you can't. Right. And so I tend to agree with you there on a lot of those topics, but people are angry. They spend their whole day on Twitter tweeting about shit.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like if you're going to spend 6 hours dedicating your time to like listening to an X space from like some political jester versus listening to like maybe more plates more dates video or a Leon longevity video, that just seems like an outrageous waste of time to me. So yeah, that's benefiting you in no way. So I only really do things out of self-interest, and there's no self-interest in politics.
So you're so blunt and like strangely aware for your age of like these different characteristics about yourself, and the fact that you're able to like with a straight face, and this is I guess going back to what I mentioned about when I asked you about the spectrum situation, with such a straight face to say that you're interested in self-preservation or self-interest it's just interesting. It's interesting. I mean, did you happen to see the Mr. Beast query on Twitter about the red button, blue button?
No, I didn't.
No, stop. It's not that interesting. It's not that interesting.
It really
I let it
is.
slide at boys only, bro.
Really?
Not on
I thought it had
it's
internet-
just so
Well, now-
confusing and silly.
Oh,
Now I'm a little.
No, I mean, yeah, now you
I
got
think him
to
answering it is pretty interesting.
Oh, is it something about like would you save like the
do you want me to read?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. Everyone on Earth takes a private vote by pressing a red or blue button. If more than 50% of people press the blue button, everyone survives. If less than 50% of people press the blue button, only people who press the red button survive. Which button would you press? Now, we had to hear this or read this about 6 to 8 times. I'm going to be honest. Something tells me you already understand the question, have fully analyzed the question, and have already identified an
Well, I
answer.
already knew my answer before you asked it.
Damn,
I
that's
kind of,
impressive.
I kind of already knew. I mean,
Okay,
yeah, I'd choose the one that's pro self-preservation, and I think people, say how horrible that is, whatever. But I would say it's almost more horrible to just be completely disingenuous with everything that you say and do, and when it comes down to it, completely switch up. Like at least people know where I'm at.
You know what? Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, what's crazy about that as well? Everyone who everyone who pressed the blue button, people who weren't only self-interested, would die. You basically kill all the people with like empathy and who cared about their neighbor.
Yes, but his statement right now is another interesting one that we didn't talk about last week, which was people who are claiming that they would.
It's easier to say this on an X like poll than it is like if this was an actually real scenario.
Okay.
So what I gather from the answer and why you knew the answer before you even asked the question is it seems like you know your why, like your individual, who you are in life, your why really well.
Well, and I also know human nature, right? Which is to lie and to choose the easy route and things. So
Okay, so I hear you, but I also
it's just
believe
ignorant
that
faith in humanity.
okay, but at least I do believe that there are people who genuinely would press the blue button. Does that make sense? Because
Yeah,
for example,
because they're ignorant.
okay, what about someone who I give a second example, and I'll keep this one short, but like what about someone who decides to everyone on Earth takes a private vote by pressing a red or blue button. If more than 50% of people press the blue button, everyone survives. If less than 50% of people press the blue button, only people who press the red button survive. Which button would you press? Now, we had to hear this or read this about 6 to 8 times. I'm going to be honest. Something tells me you already understand the question, have fully analyzed the question, and have already identified an
Well, I
answer.
already knew my answer before you asked it.
Damn,
I
that's
kind of,
impressive.
I kind of already knew. I
Okay,
mean, yeah,
okay.
I choose the one that's pro self-preservation, and I think people, say how horrible that is, whatever. But I would say it's almost more horrible to just be completely disingenuous with everything that you say and do, and when it comes down to it, completely switch up. Like at least people know where I'm at.
You know,
That's- yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say what's crazy about that as well. Everyone who pressed the blue button, people who weren't only self-interested, would die. You basically kill all the people with like empathy and who cared about their neighbor.
Yes, but his statement right now is another interesting one that we didn't talk about last week, which was people who are claiming that they would.
It's easy to say this on an X like poll than it is like if this was an actually real scenario.
Okay, so what I gather from the answer, and why you were able to, you knew the answer before you even asked the question, is it seems like you know your why, like your individual, who you are in life, your why really well.
Well, and I also know human nature, right, which is to lie and to choose the easy route and things. So
Okay, so I hear you, but I also
it's just
believe
ignorant
that
faith in humanity.
Okay, but at least I do believe that there are people who genuinely would press the blue button. Does that make sense? Because for example,
because they're ignorant.
Okay, what about someone who, I give a second example, and I'll keep this one short, but like what about someone who decides to run into a burning building potentially to save someone that they don't know, okay? Like because they could potentially, and they're putting their life at risk, they're ignoring self-preservation, but they're genuinely doing it because they feel like they might be able to save someone's life.
Well, I think that'd be more virtuous because it's more predictable. Whereas this is, let me as, maybe as a father of three, go into this room and press this blue button that doesn't even guarantee my survival and me being there for my children. Let me just, put a blind faith in humanity that random people across the globe will do the same. That's irresponsible.
What if you knew that your three children had to also go in and push the button?
Well, I mean, it just depends on how you raise them, really.
One of them's a toddler.
Yeah, see, there were some parts of the question that Jimmy did put out there, but I mean,
Wait, I'm sorry. If you press the red button, you guarantee your survival.
you will live immediately. But
Wait, but then the people who press the blue button die.
if enough people think in the way that you are in a
Well, what if
self-preservation,
everyone just presses the red button? Everyone
that's
lives.
well, yes. So
That's the option.
yes, so
Yeah. Red is you don't die to zero risk, and if everyone presses, everyone lives. So
Correct.
one person's gonna press the blue button. Damn, would have been fried.
well, keep in mind though, then you're
One Coper.
well, blue won the poll, but to your point,
You blew one on social media, though,
yes,
like
Twitter,
correct. I agree with you completely. It's a very interesting thought experiment.
What's your favorite meal?
Probably a burger.
No way, with or without cheese.
No cheese on it. Can't
No
have it.
cheese.
No.
Just a burger.
Yep.
Why no cheese?
Well, I'm on this medication called Selegiline, MSAM, and just the way that the cheese breaks down, it wouldn't be a very good interaction with this.
What say you on cheeseburger versus burger?
So there's a burger
In Vegas.
in Vegas.
Yeah.
If looks maxing is your goal, and you have found that cheese is anti-looks maxing or would be looks minning, then
Nice.
this is a very like creative way of saying something that people. I avoid cheese for X reasons. There's a lot of people who avoid cheese. People
also
lactose,
disgusting.
Like, whoa. Now you've hit a nerve. Okay, so I personally love cheese, but this is a good question. How much at your young age have you taken into consideration subjectivity and the idea that people can think very differently than you?
Well, I realize that people can think very differently and also very wrong, but because cheese is just a useless addition to the burger. It serves you no benefit other than just adding dietary fat.
Do you have anything else on your burger?
No.
So I'm talking about a bun, patty, bun.
And ketchup. That's it.
So how about this question? So why do you like a burger which has potentially more empty calories than a food that is better for you?
Well, what do you mean by empty calories?
Do you have it on a bun?
Yeah.
Do you? I mean, there's a
It's
lot
a
of
carbohydrate. It's not an empty calorie.
It's a carbohydrate. It's packed with sugar, a ton of sugar.
Sugar's a carbohydrate.
Yes.
But that's not an empty calorie.
Okay.
And it really isn't that packed with sugar. A burger bun?
It should have. It probably has a tremendous amount of sugar in it, dude.
Not really that much.
Really? But I
Insignificant.
guess my question is, why not just eat a steak?
Well, because when I'm streaming out and about, it's fast food, right? You get something in and out, it's quick, it's accessible. There's not a place in the world really that you can go where there isn't a McDonald's or a Burger King within 2 miles of you. It's like I pull up my phone to look what fast food earlier that was around. Burger King and McDonald's, like literally, 0.2 miles away when we were driving, and I happened to look it up.
Why not like a Chipotle burrito?
Well, that's a little bit less convenient, I would say. Like that's an actually sit-down thing. Chipotle is less reliable. Burger King just really never lets you down.
That's your thing is Burger King?
Yeah, and also Chipotle is too spicy.
What say you of Wendy's?
Horrible.
You don't like spice?
No,
You like ice spice?
I don't like seasoning.
Ice spice.
No seasoning for me.
Ice spice.
What about her?
You like her?
That Wendy's blows.
Not particularly. I mean, like I don't dislike her, but
What about Tate McRae?
who's that?
She sings
You
what
won't
about
like-
Sabrina Carpenter?
I don't know who that is.
Who's the top mongers out there?
Top Mogger.
Top Mogger? Oof. Probably Tyler Mayer.
One second. Bodybuilder?
No.
Fitness coach?
Just fitness.
This
model.
guy?
No, he probably spelled it wrong.
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh, with an H. Oh. So Tyler Mayer's Top Mogger.
Yeah.
Scott Moggs.
Yeah.
When you walked the runway, how was that?
That was pretty cool, I would say. I knew there was going to be a lot of media from that, so I was pretty hyped. I knew the clips would bang.
Nervous at all?
No, I was on a lot of propranolol, so I wasn't really too nervous about it. And also the people in the whole modeling industry are mostly kind of cucked, so like they'll be, I don't know, it's a strange scene, if you get what I mean. It's like there's something like really off about the people there.
What are you saying? Like, what did you feel?
Like these people have been through some shit.
Wait, really? I've not
yeah.
been to a walk.
You mean the designers, the photographers, like all of them?
Yeah.
Like it's a strange world.
You're like, something's going on here.
What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I
don't know.
don't disagree with you, by the way. When Drake said collab has a micro, why? And also, does he?
That was just something that someone else typed on his account. And no, not micro. I've been doing PE for a while. So
What is PE?
penis enhancement.
What does that look like? Asking for
What
a
does it
friend.
look like?
Yeah.
So like pumping, shopping bag hanging, stretching, that kind of stuff.
Shopping bag hanging stretch. Can you elaborate?
You have a shopping bag, or
We can all visualize.
you can know that's handbag would work.
No, because it's a counterweight for that light.
So
So basically, what you're doing is just wrapping it around your wrist. You could put book bags in it, whatever weights. Here you go.
yeah, that's a shopping bag.
Perfect. Yeah. So this is actually that. So you just put stuff in here, just various items, and you wrap it around your wrist like this, and then you're basically holding on to your suspensory ligament and stretching.
Suspensory ligament, penis.
Well, that's what you're stretching, but yeah, you're holding onto your shaft.
You're
stretching the
well,
suspensory
it's
ligament.
flaccid.
Yeah. So I do this while I was driving.
Your commitment to the game is admirable.
Well, it's important.
Did you see improvement?
Yeah. So the problem with that is, your erection angle will lower a little bit, but mine was already above the ideal. So yeah, so it wasn't a problem.
Would that be considered penis maxing?
Yeah.
How is your
I was just like chilling here. So used to it. yeah. Like, oh, now.
given the current stack, how's the old ball and chains working these days?
Good. So I thought for a while that it was over. Because I was taking tadalafil, I was taking the dick injections.
Oh, you went all the way up to the injections.
Yeah. Well, those were mostly for fun because I realized that like there's a level of confidence gained when you're cold approaching with a boner. So
Are you serious?
yeah.
I definitely, that's the wildest. The fact they're able to say it so straight faced is mind blowing. But I agree with you. Wait, what? I do agree with you.
cold
Now,
approaching
maybe
with
not
a boner?
Or how
Yes.
about semi?
No.
Like you're talking about a full fucking boner, dude.
Yes. Like the girls consent it. Yeah.
It's
This
like
is some primal shit.
It's like a boner pheromone.
This is above me. This is above
Yeah,
me. This is crazy.
Okay, so
see, for me, I have a job. I don't know. Sometimes I say too much, but like I was always like I went with the waistband tuck.
Yeah. No. I'm not talking about just like that would definitely.
No,
be
but still,
illegal.
but it like shows up. Like
Right. No, but like only if someone's looking for it. I
Yeah, but
feel
then is the girl like, why the fuck is this guy rock hard? We're at
No.
a mall.
That's probably a sign of vitality.
yeah, it's just like a sign of.
And to be completely honest with you, if you're the right guy, they're probably kind of.
You're the wrong guy, you're probably going to
Yeah,
jail.
then you're fucked. Then you're fucked. But if you're the right guy,
It's that universal advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd be like, I don't know. There's like all these like weird like niche things and these tips and tricks that sound so ridiculous, but people cope so hard that they'll never actually try it. Like,
So how did you get back online? Because there is a new kind of thing with this tadalafil, sildenafil. Obviously, you're seeing these companies all go absolutely bonkers on revenue. I don't want to name them all because I don't think they're even sponsoring it now, right? We've had every one of them sponsor in the past. One of them, I was partially responsible for blowing up probably 10 years ago.
I could probably guess.
Every one of these companies is going crazy with younger people. And the weird thing about it is it's addressing a psychological situation. Not in your case, because in your case you had actually created a setting that wasn't advantageous for boners, right? But for a lot of these people, they're taking it for psychological reasons at a young age and getting.
Pornography is a reason for that, right? So a lot of people have extremely bad porn addictions from an early age, and that's frying their dopamine systems to the point where the stimulation from hooking up with a girl is not enough to give them that satisfaction, or get them to be aroused, and that's a horrible thing. So they need to rely on things like sildenafil, Cialis, whatever.
That's crazy.
But it is
Are you? Do you ever watch porn?
Never.
Have you ever watched it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like normal teenager stuff, like when I was 15, but not really since then.
Is that partially from a place of not having to? Does that make sense? I guess it becomes kind of a what came first, the chicken or the egg situation, right? Like if you
No, it was not really anything to do with that. I would just like not really have the need to jerk off with pornography. I'd usually just do it without. And then I would say by the time I was like 17, 18 years old, I was being pretty consistent where it just wasn't necessary.
I can assume you're sexually active. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I ask you how important is it to you to also make the girl have an orgasm?
not important.
How come?
Well, because, the amount of extra effort that's required to do that is just not going to really have much ROI. So I don't, well, it's true. I mean, really.
That means return on investment.
Yeah. So like, you're going to have to spend at least an extra half hour more than you usually would doing some.
that's not true. It depends on the girl. They don't just there are girls that can finish. Especially the cheat code there, because let's be honest, if you're just doing one night stands, it doesn't matter, right? But if you're trying to satisfy a partner and maintain a long-term relationship, having them enjoy the experience is obviously important. The workaround there, the ultimate solution is a vibrator, dude. It completely eliminates that entire effort.
That's kind of like cocked in my opinion.
You really think so?
Yeah, I would say so, because think about it, right? Now you're sitting there with some stupid vibrator, like you know what I mean? Like, let's,
Okay.
So what I'm simply saying about the ROI thing is, you're telling me that there's not an activity in that, even let's just call it 15 minutes, just be realistic. In that 15 minutes that you could be doing, that's going to guarantee a long-term relationship. Like, that seems silly. Like, in 15 minutes, I could, get, set up her to do my steak stream. I could do just a million different things. Like, I could take an important phone call, whatever. And
I'm
that's
just trying to think of this explanation to the girl as to why she's not finishing. Set up my Kickstarter. I can't do this shit.
yeah, exactly. So like, I can literally think of 1 million better things that's going to make a girl want to be with me in the long term, rather than just a simple fleeting orgasm. That seems just so ridiculous.
Would you be upset if you didn't have an orgasm?
Yeah.
But it's fleeting.
Well, I mean, like, that's true, but it's almost like a painful thing if you're just like doing like a 2 minute and gotta go. And I've done that before on purpose, because I think there's also like the psychological thing. Like, if you just have sex with a girl for a couple minutes and then go out to a bar, it's something that could work. I've tried that.
Work how?
Like, because then you are incentivized to complete the rest of it with another girl. Then you just have to do what's called a bird bath before you go out.
Yeah. And what exactly is that?
Take a guess.
You get in the shower and do body rinse.
I know, bird bath is where you wash your dick in the sink.
Oh.
We've all done a bird bath, dude.
Yeah.
I just didn't know that's what it was called.
I did one yesterday.
Oh, whoa, hold on. A bird bath more than I even thought about it.
Yeah,
More
for
than
sure.
that moment,
More
yeah.
than I showered.
Yo, real quick, 60% of people watching this are not subscribed. I can't believe if you've made it this far, you clearly mess with Impulsive. Subscribing literally helps us bring on insane guests and keeps the show getting better. So please hit the subscribe button. Let's get back to it.
Now that you're a club owner, that's also probably helping your nocturnal pursuits a little bit as well.
Yeah, it's like really at the point where it's just sometimes almost too easy, and I'm just like,
Does that scare you at all? Because you've seen a lot of people go down a dark path with that, and people have been very open about it in the scene. Sex became so simple and easy and replicable and not enjoyable that they ended
Switch
up.
to men.
Yeah, so that definitely happens, and you have like weird shit like what Diddy does and stuff like that. But that's why I'll kind of remove like some of the advantages that I have like with the club stuff, and I'll just like do regular day game and stuff like that to see if I can still have successes. That way, it's like more meaningful.
Can
if
the
you can
line still hunt?
Right. It's more about the pursuit, like being difficult, and then there's like a reward for your efforts than anything, in my opinion.
Has there ever been a girl that you've been with or desired who you were really attracted to her personality, but maybe she was the one that got away?
I don't know. That's a difficult one.
Do you miss anybody right now? Are there any girls in your life that you wish were still around?
No, not really. It's kind of difficult to say because I think just like the way that men and women interact, just on like a mitigating stress level, like there's a lot of benefits to just having like a woman's presence in your life, and I think those are kind of like universal. So I wouldn't really say like there's been an individual that's been better or worse, so not really.
So the reason that you are not currently dating someone has nothing to do with not being able to find the right person.
Well, right now I'm dating a couple girls actually, so got a harem going on.
How many?
3, soon to be 4.
Are they friends?
No, they don't get along.
Oh, it's getting better actually. You'd be surprised.
Was this
Do
based
you
on
have a favorite?
No.
You can't have a favorite, I'm sure.
No, you can't.
I
do
bet you
that.
do though, secretly.
Yeah, but I gotta say it. I gotta say it.
But it was 2.
Fiona. We'll leave that.
Yeah.
If you want to say, I'll leave it in.
Wow. So
Nah.
3 soon to be 4. Leave it in is crazy.
Yeah, leave it in.
So 4. No, because then they'll compete. Is that what you're trying to do?
He doesn't give a shit, dude.
Yeah, I don't give a
It's incentivized.
He doesn't care. Wait, was the
I see
up
what
from
he's
2 to
doing.
3 based on Dan's advice?
That was definitely a part of it. But I was kind of just on one of those days where I'm just doing random shit, and I was sitting there eating lunch, and I was like, fuck, like I need to invite more people to my house. So I just called up a bunch of girls, and the first thing I said to them was, hey, do you want to come move into my house? And I got actually a surprising amount of yeses.
Are you really going to host a competition with 500 girls and then impregnate the one who wins?
No, that was a meme. 500 is a little too much. Yeah, maybe like
I did. I got clickbaited.
I was thinking about like having like 20 girls that come and do challenges, but I haven't thought of the challenges yet.
Well, shouldn't the challenges be related to motherhood?
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's really
Right?
interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
And nobody gives a fuck about that. It's like on
Well,
straight
No.
bars.
You could
It's
eventize
supposed
it.
to-
You could eventize it.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
right, dude. Speed folding clothes
Yeah,
and like a cook-off that's judged by a judge. Maybe I should join your creative team, dude.
I think yeah.
You could make him a lot of money. You'd be a sick manager for Slab.
I've done some behind-the-scenes collab work already.
Yeah, you helped out with the one thing. But dude, it was crazy because I think I gave like a task list or a grocery list to one of the girls the other day, and she fucked it up so bad that I was like starting to really like question humanity. I was like, wow.
Man, she must have fucking botched it.
I've had a lot of like my suits go in the washer and dryer before, and I'm sitting there thinking like, how is this even possible? How is this possible?
Dude, trust me, I can relate. My poor Alex, I posted about it today. My clothes are always either wet or shrunk.
Mhm.
Drying is a hands-on
Drying
process.
stuff, yeah.
You gotta stay engaged, okay? You gotta get the clothes out when they're at the right temperature.
Mhm.
Dryers aren't nobody's dryer maxing. What was I gonna?
Look, bro. I think you have a stream tonight.
Oh, are you streaming tonight? Oh yeah,
I'm gonna try. Yeah, if I can figure something.
I think you can get it done.
It's just really about like how dangerous the area.
You're fine.
is. Yeah.
You're fine.
What night is it?
It's Thursday. You're good. I think, right? You can find some outlet. He can tell you. Just don't get
Don't
like,
antagonize people and
exactly.
stuff,
You know the drill.
San Juani's fine.
Once you get security, you'll be
yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing. When I go out, like I don't really even acknowledge like a single like guy's presence ever. Like we're just there to talk to girls and have a good time. Like
Dude, I'm sure. By the way, I'm sure Puerto Ricans like will be really friendly. They're very friendly. And
yeah, it seems that way.
yeah, they'll like what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that should work.
Yeah. I
Do you have
want.
any questions for us?
Oh fuck.
Do I have any questions for you guys? I would have if I.
Prepped.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. He came on our podcast. He's like, yo, ask us something.
Can I ask you? Wait, can I ask you one? How's the HCG? Last question for me. How's the HCG journey going? The reason I ask is because I'm trying to produce a viable sample to freeze.
You want to do a semen test?
I've already done it. It's bad because
Bad?
I've been on test for 5
You
years.
need HMG too.
I know that. I just got the price on it. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, if
$1,500 a week around.
you could get it for less than that with the rates. I could help. Yeah, I'll help with that. Yeah.
Well, you were just HCG so far,
Yeah.
and you had,
I have HMG. Yeah.
but you had results from HCG.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe I don't even have to do it.
No, I don't think y'all necessarily need
were
to.
your-
But HMG is definitely a way to pretty much guarantee things.
Was your LH and sperm output basically at 0?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I did have one more question. Do you collect Pokemon cards?
I don't.
Do you collect anything?
Sunglasses I like.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Do I collect anything else? No, I don't really think so.
Something to think about. All right, let's get out of here.
I think that was pretty interesting though. The $5 million card or whatever. I was kind of following
Now
that
it's
story.
like 16 million.
It's worth 16
That's
million.
what we sold it for.
Holy shit, that was a pretty good flip. I like it, dude. But I would have started doing Pokemon cards if I knew you could do that kind of
It's not
stuff.
too late. It's not too late. I think the hobby's warming up still.
Yeah.
But dude, it's been great. Thanks for coming on to Puerto
Hey,
Rico.
thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude, it's funny. I think we got a ton of clips. I can totally.
Clips also, but also like a rich.
Yeah. Before you go, can I? By the way, hey, that's it. Thanks for watching this podcast. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next time. Take it easy. Peace.
Pepper X. Oh my God. That's disgusting. No. Buttery natural goodness. I'm Smoking Ed Curry, and I'd like to welcome you to Hot One Spice School. I grow the world's hottest peppers on my farm, and one question I get all the time is how can I take away the pain of spicy food? The short answer is that you can't, but people try all sorts of different remedies, and today I'm going to put my own taste buds on the line. We've got 10 hot peppers, which we're going to match up with 10 antidotes we found on the internet. Are they bogus, or do they actually relieve the heat? It's going to be a battle royale of heat versus relief. Yeah! Capsaicin, or the capsaicinoids that are in peppers, enemy number 1, react with a nerve receptor that only mammals have called a TRVP1 receptor. It sends a signal to our base brain. Don't eat this, it's hot. There is no actual heat in the pepper, but our body perceives it as heat. The capsaicinoids that are found in peppers are in an oleo resin, which is essentially an oil. And that oil is what carries it to your TRVP1 receptors. So hopefully we're going to find something that might stop that oil from hitting the receptors. All right, I'm ready for this battle. Let's get started. Water versus a jalapeno. Very mild pepper, very flavorful pepper. But I have a little bit of heat on the back of my tongue, a little bit along the sides of my tongue. So, why I think that people reach for water all the time is the psychological part of it. They get ice water, it's cooling their mouth down a little bit, but all it's doing is dispersing the oil everywhere. I can feel the sensation of the heat all around. Does water do anything? Yes, it does. It makes it hotter because it's now all over the place. As far as the remedy goes, this is an F. Next up is lemon juice versus Fresno. One of my favorite mild peppers. They're delicious. When you eat a Fresno pepper, you get that flavor everywhere, and then the heat comes on a little bit afterwards. When Gordon Ramsay was on Hot Ones, he used lemon juice.
Hi, Gordon Ramsay. Here we are. Episode 8, Season 8.
Citric acid breaks up the oleo resin that the capsaicin is held in. But if you drink it, all you're doing is getting it down into your stomach and having more. Does it get rid of it? Absolutely not. I'll give this one a C, though, because it helps out. Milk versus an ahi. The membrane going down is what produces the capsaicinoids. Instantly, the burn is there. Okay, this is a hot pepper. I know they use it on Hot Ones, and I love watching people slop milk all over them. It's fun for camera, but it's useless. The fat in the milk binds with the oleo resin, and it carries it down into your stomach. So all that's really happening is you're moving the capsaicin around. Carbohydrates, fat, and sugar will temporarily take away the sensation of heat. Your body's natural processes, saliva, will get rid of it. And guess what's still there? Capsaicin. And you're back to being hot again. As far as an adult goes, the only thing that milk is really good for is cookies. I'm going to give it a D-. Next up is habanero versus mashed potatoes. You can see there's a lot of the membrane that produces capsaicin. Ugh, that one's really hot. Right now, my gums are on fire. My tongue is on fire. It's a very front-forward burn. In the front, where the potato was, there's no heat anymore. Is it a thicker carbohydrate? Maybe it is, and it's taken longer for the saliva to go through. A lot of the competitive eaters and the people who do stupid stuff on YouTube and Facebook, they claim it keeps them from getting the capsaicin cramps. I don't think there's anything that stops you from getting them. All that can possibly do is slow down the absorption of the capsaicin. I was really surprised. I've never done this before. But out of the last 3 that I did, this has been the best so far. I would say I'm going to give this a C+. Throat spray versus a peach ghost pepper. Ghost peppers get pretty hot. It is a full mouth burn going into my throat. I'm having a hard time talking because of the amount of pain that's in my throat right here, right now. All right, that was hot. That was stupid. Mistake. Ugh. Well, that's crap. My lips are numb. Literally, I can't feel my face right here, but everything behind it is on fire and minty, and it tastes like shit. Oh my God.
Did you see Mark Wahlberg in this?
Yeah, and I thought it was stupid then, and it's even more stupid now. I wish there was a number lower than F. Oh, I give this a Q. Ghost pepper versus syrup. Look at the placenta wall on this ghost pepper. It is oozing oleo resin right now. This is a horrible looking pepper. I really don't want to eat it. I don't know if you guys can see, but I got tears coming out. Oh, wow. Yep, it's ready to go. Buttery natural goodness. Corn syrup is coating my mouth, and it's really good. I don't feel any of the heat, but my nose is starting to run. You know, all the base brain reactions that happen with peppers are still going on. The heat is coming back. The heat is coming back hard. As soon as the saliva is eating through, it's getting really hot, guys. And now I think the sugar is actually accelerating the heat. I have a double rating for this one. As far as flavor and temporary relief, I'm going to give this a B+, because I love maple syrup. But for real relief of heat, it only lasted about 30 seconds. I'm going to give this a D+. Okay, the 7-pot chocolate versus citric acid. True line. It is a nasty looking pepper. Cheers, everyone. The tannin. This one was really, really hot. I mean, really hot. It's overtaken the ghost pepper that I just ate. I never had this true lime. My wife puts it, you know, in her water. She's actually used this to make like key lime pie. Kick it up a little bit. I got snot bubbles coming out. I don't know whether they're from the pepper or the lime. Jeez, oh Pete. It has a great lime flavor. I mean, for the... Guess what, guys? There's no heat in my mouth at all. It worked. I swished that stuff all around my mouth with the chunks of peppers. I should be on fire from this chocolate 7-pot. It was hot, but I'm not. I'm just pleasantly warm. So did the citric acid actually break up the capsaicin oleo resin? Science tells me that's possible. I'm not burning. I'm not uncomfortable. So far, this was the best thing I've ever done. I'm going to start carrying this around with me for when I do stupid stuff. This is an A. We're on the next step. A scorpion pepper versus dirt. This is a Moruga scorpion. It is one of the hotter peppers in the world. They're a very floral pepper. A lot of cultures around the world eat dirt. Why they're eating dirt is because they are getting microbes that cause disease in their area, and it's kind of like their antibiotic. But a lot of farmers in the South use dirt as a remedy to take capsaicin away from their hands. We've never done this at Puckerup Pepper Company. I've only heard of it as an old wives' tale. But we did learn to use dirt on our hands. We make mud and put mud on our hands and then wash it off when we get spice on our hands. And that works really, really well. So we're going to see if it actually works in the mouth too. And just a went up the back of my nose. Ugh. Okay, it's everywhere. My eyes are tearing. It's a good hot pepper. Do not try this at home. We got sterile dirt. It didn't do anything at all. My mouth is on fire, and I've got dirt in it. I'm not willing to put more of it in my mouth, but it worked temporarily. I'd still give it a D. Carolina Reaper versus a good protein bar. Carolina Reaper, as everybody knows, was the world record pepper for 10 years straight. It is a nasty looking pepper. It's got bumps and warts all over it. It's got a tail. It's brutal. I really don't like eating them that much. Even before I start chewing, it's just like a volcano in your mouth. I am on fire, guys. Is there any relief of pain or heat from a protein bar? It only lasted about 10 seconds, and I'm back to being super hot again. But is there science behind it? Yes, there is. Okay, the lectins in the protein bind with the oleoresin. Fat and protein go together. And all it's doing is taking it from my mouth to my throat to my stomach. Does it taste good? It tastes really good. So there's that psychological factor, okay? That's why I like donuts and cookies and things like that. They're comfort foods that make me feel good. C minus. All right, we've been climbing Mount Scoville. Now is the finale. We're going to use a chocolate pepper X versus the Vsauce Sundae. My good friend Sean Evans, as you guys know. He did this on Sean in the Wild.
I talked about the casein in the dairy being a detergent that helps water and oil mix. Let's just use a real detergent. Baby shampoo. It seemed like the most edible of the shampoos on the market. Okay, yeah.
We've got ice cream, which would have been good on its own. We got saltines. That would have been good on its own. Honey, that would have been good on its own. But we got baby shampoo. And we're going to mix all of them together. The carbohydrates coming from the ice cream, from the saltines. We're going to do a drizzle of honey. And then we're going to put baby shampoo on it. How much of this do I have to put on? Ugh. Pepper X is the hottest pepper in the world. It was certified by the Guinness World Records. 2.694 million Scoville units. It is absolutely brutal. Crap ton of placental tissue. You can see the oil pooling in there. An absolute beast of a pepper. I am instantly high from the pepper. My body doesn't know how to react because it's a crap ton of capsaicin that is just coming into my system. I'm in a fight or flight position right now. I would rather fight this and put off eating baby shampoo. That's disgusting. It reminds me of raising my children and having them in the bath and having them splash a mouthful of soap at me. Soap is not doing a thing for me. Soap is actually, it got hotter. All right, it got a lot hotter. Yeah, no. I want more ice cream, but I gotta go through the soap to get to it. No. And now that, also fresh baby aroma is in my sinuses and it's in my throat. And every time I take a breath, I'm reminded of like my boy crapping in the tub or something. Because of the heat, now it's a nightmare experience and you've ruined it for me. I don't want to have grandchildren or adopt any more children. I'm being honest, man, this sucks. This one is a Z. Sean, I can't believe you did this. I hope they paid you a lot of money for it because now I'm going to be farting bubbles for the next 4 days. There you have it. This is Smoking That Curry. We had 10 peppers, 10 remedies, and this was another episode of Hot Ones Spice School. Tune in again for another episode. We love you. God bless you. Have a great day. I'm a little pepper high, so I don't know what I'm saying.
Proving the kids wrong. They didn't think you could do it, but here you are. Shit. At the Iron Man finish line of chicken wings.
Shit. Shit. Ready?
I'm ready. Hit me with it. Hit me with one. Okay.
Fuck.
It's going down.
Fuck no.
All right, Gordon Ramsay, here we are. Episode 8. Season 8, Episode 1. Almost in the books. And just one more challenge to go. And this one is gonna be on me. You know, you're such a great teacher, such a drill sergeant in the kitchen, and you just sit back and relax. Because on this wing, what I want to do is make you perfect scrambled eggs. I just need you to coach me on through it. Somebody roll out the mise en place. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh, shit. Holy fuck. Oh, excuse me. Is there a toilet nearby? Quickly, do you mind? Is it nearby?
It is. Right to the green room. Right to the green room.
Let's go. Pan on the stove.
Pan on
Let's
the
go. Eggs. Tap. In. Let's go. Follow me.
Tap.
Yeah, and in.
In.
Yeah, open the shell again. Good.
Tap.
And in. So no season at the beginning. We never season at the beginning. Right, spatula.
Spatula.
Yeah, let's start stirring. Okay. Yeah, put some energy into it. Like stir and speed. Don't stand there and fucking stare at it. Stir, stir, stir. Okay, in. Break it up. Make sure you clean the bottom of the pan. Wipe around all the way around. You've got to put some energy into it.
Okay. Stir, stir, stir.
One more. Yeah, there we go. We never salt it first. We salt it now, it'll absolutely break down the egg and turn it watery. Okay? Try keeping the pan as well. You pissing down the side as well. Yes?
I'm a little nervous.
Oh, stop it. Come on, Jesus Christ. From there, I'll slice up the butter. Okay? We don't put the seasoning in to the very end.
No seasoning yet.
We put in. Fucking hell. A small number at a time. Now we come off the heat. Back on there now. See, you've got to get down around all those.
Well, it's pissing.
Yeah, I know. It's not only that. I've just gone for piss, and now I just touched my thing, and I'm wondering why my legs are bending over like that. Now, why don't you tell me to put some gloves? Just give me some merry-go.
When you're negotiating with Iran, Mr. President, to what extent are American financial situations motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit. The only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing. We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's all. That's the only thing that motivates me.
That was President Trump yesterday, just before he got on a plane to head to China, telling all the cameras, everybody who was listening, that he doesn't care anything about the impact of the economics privation on the United States as a result of this war that we started, as long as Iran doesn't get a nuclear weapon. But we have to try to ascertain how much reality there is to that. Professor John Mearsheimer, international relations theorist, professor of political science at the University of Chicago, and an incredible person and big friend of our show. But the question is, didn't we have that and say, I'm thinking like 2018, that there was a path to make sure they didn't have a nuclear bomb? So shouldn't we care a little bit about the economics?
Well, it's true that in 2015, we reached an agreement with the Iranians, the famous JCPOA, which made it literally impossible for them to acquire nuclear weapons. And President Trump pulled out of the JCPOA in 2018 and has in effect created the problem today that he's trying to solve, but has been unable to solve it. With regard to the whole question of the nuclear issue being the only issue he cares about, I would note that early in the war, he was calling for total surrender or unconditional surrender on the part of the Iranians. And that sounds like a lot more than just making sure that Iran does not acquire a nuclear weapon. And with regard to the economy, there's absolutely no question that the economic situation is weighing very heavily on President Trump. He surely understands that the situation is bad, and all the indicators are that it's just going to get worse, and that's going to have serious consequences for his presidency and for the Republican Party in the midterm elections. So he is scrambling as best he can to settle this war, to head off those economic problems of the past.
Well, I'm not sure which path he's heading on to right now, because it seems like he's going toward the wrong one. Now, right now, there's a debate going on within the administration about what's going to happen next. So we're in this tenuous, I don't know if you call it a ceasefire or just a pause. I'm not sure which is the right word, but there's no fighting going on. It has stopped for whatever it is, 3 or 4 weeks at this point, after nearly 40 days of pretty intense bombing in both directions. And now the question is, are we going to attain some kind of political settlement? Are we going to ramp up and go back into hot war? Or are we just going to claim victory and walk away? Those seem to be the three possibilities here. I would say that the diplomacy probably is the least possibility. And actually, I'm going to talk about the military one in a minute, but I'd like your view on each of those. And we'll start off with the negotiated settlement. Do you see any possibility of a genuine negotiated settlement in the near term?
No. Excuse me, Danny. No, I don't. There are really 4 reasons for that. First of all, there are a number of different issues that have to be settled here, not just the nuclear enrichment issue, but the whole question of who controls the Strait of Hormuz, what are going to be Iran's relations with Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis moving forward, and so forth and so on. There are just a number of complicated issues that will take time to figure out by themselves, and then to put all the pieces together will take even more time. So that's problem number 1, a lot of complicated issues. The second is that the Israelis will go to great lengths to make sure we don't have a negotiated settlement. They've made it unequivocally clear they want to go back to bombing. They have enormous power with the United States, in large part because of the power to lobby inside the United States. Third point is there's zero trust on the Iranian side. The Iranians just don't trust us at all. And that makes it very hard in a complicated situation like this to get some sort of agreement. And then the final point, and a point that's not to be underestimated, is that the Trump administration has demonstrated since it took office in January 2025 that when it comes to negotiating with adversaries and shutting wars down, it's the gang that can't shoot straight. I mean, just look at the Ukraine-Russia negotiations. They made a complete hash of those negotiations. Look at their efforts to end the genocide and create some sort of meaningful settlement in Gaza. They've made a hash of that as well. And with regard to Iran, there's hardly any reason to think that they're going to be successful there. They were negotiating with the Iranians last June, and before we could even come close to getting an agreement, the United States and Israel attacked Iran. So if you look at our track record, there's no reason for optimism here. So I'd say for these 4 different reasons, it's highly likely we'll get a negotiated settlement.
Now, just to kind of underscore your point here, this is being reported on Dropside News this morning that according to their sources, Iran will not enter into a second round of negotiations. Key point there, will not enter into. They won't even start the negotiations until 5 confidence building measures are met, ending the war against all fronts, which means Lebanon and Hamas, lifting sanctions imposed on Iran, releasing Iranian frozen funds, compensation for damages lost, war reparations, and recognition of Iran's sovereign rights over the Strait of Hormuz. And I mean, that sounds to me like every one of those, any one of those is a poison pill altogether. It's you tell me if I'm wrong, but I read that is that they say there will be no negotiated settlement.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Danny. That's just an elaboration of some of the issues that are on the table. There are others as well. But let me come at it from a slightly different angle. If you look at what the Iranians are trying to do and compare it to what we're trying to do, you see that at a very high level, we have fundamentally different approaches. What the Americans want to do is they want to open the straits and they want to negotiate a nuclear deal up front. All those other issues having to deal with who controls the strait, lifting of sanctions, reparations, and so forth and so on, we want to put that off. We want to get the nuclear deal settled. At the same time, we open the strait. The Iranians have exactly the opposite approach. They want to open the strait, but they want to settle all of those issues up front and then go to the nuclear issue. And from an American point of view, this does not make sense, because if you go down that road and you settle all the other issues before you settle the nuclear issue, we lose our leverage. This is why we want the nuclear issue first. We think we could settle the nuclear issue because the leverage we have comes with all those other issues that would then be outstanding. But again, the Iranians have a very different view. So at a macro level, the two sides are approaching these negotiations in fundamentally different ways. And that just compounds the problem associated with trying to reach an agreement.
Okay, so I think it's pretty reasonable to say that at least for the foreseeable future, there's not going to be a negotiated settlement in which both sides agree to any unified terms that ends the war. So then that leaves the other two options are either the walkaway theory, where President Trump just decides and claims victory and then leaves, picks up our toys, opens the blockade and leaves, and just hope that Iran then follows suit and opens up theirs, and then the return to war. I'm going to get that last one separately. What are the chances, do you think, that given all of the options here, the President Trump does some version of the declare victory and walk away theory?
I think the chances are about zero. First of all, the national security establishment in the United States is addicted to war. It's deeply committed to policing every inch of the planet. And the idea that we would walk away from the Middle East from the point of view of the American national security establishment is unthinkable. And then on top of that, you have Israel and the Israel lobby. They're not going to let us walk away. One of the principal reasons we're up to our eyeballs in alligators in the Middle East is because of Israel. and because of the power of the lobby inside the United States. There's nothing happening that's going to change that. So we're not going away. We're going to be stuck there forever.
Well, then that seems to leave one other option, unless you see a different one, and that is to, and certainly there's many advocates, very powerfully so, in President Trump's inner circle as well as in the public sphere, of returning to combat operations to finish them off once and for all. I keep hearing that phrase being used by a lot of them. Two questions of you there. Number one, just your possibility or your thoughts on the efficacy of that, and second, is there another alternative besides those three I've enumerated?
I do think there's another alternative, which I'll say a word about in a minute, but I think the chances of us returning to war are small, and in large part because we can't win. I mean, we couldn't win in the initial bombing campaign, and it's not like we now have some magic weapons or some additional forces that are going to allow us to win now. I don't see how starting the war back up, starting the air war back up solves our problem. As we've talked about on the show on numerous occasions, not only do we not bring the Iranians to their knees, but furthermore, they have the ability to retaliate against us. And they can retaliate in ways that will greatly damage the international economy. So starting the war over again just doesn't make sense. I think what's likely to happen is that you may get some sort of agreement on opening the straits, or some sort of agreement on a few issues temporarily. But what will really matter here is the state of the international economy. I've long believed that what happens in terms of the international economy will be the decisive factor that will bring President Trump to the negotiating table and force him to make a deal that recognizes the fact that Iran won this war. The United States cannot tolerate this situation going on and on, because it'll just do so much damage to the international economy. And that, of course, includes the American economy. So at some point, I think that President Trump will be forced to cut a deal, and that deal will reflect the fact that we have lost this war, which we have.
But wouldn't there's the same headwinds against the declare victory and walk away? Wouldn't those same forces be against any kind of a deal like that he would agree to?
No, not that one, not that set of concerns. The headwinds would come from the fact that you're dealing with a lot of complicated issues that have to be resolved. And that means it would just take time to put an agreement together. But I believe that the speed of the agreement would be reasonably fast, in large part because we would have such an incentive to shut this one down. I mean, the question you have to ask yourself, Danny, is can we allow this war to go on and on and on from an economic perspective, given what it's doing to the international economy? And, you know, every week the situation gets worse and worse. At some point, I think it has to be shut down. And I think that we will go to great lengths to shut it down at some point down the road. If not, you'll just have another frozen conflict that looks a lot like Ukraine.
And by the time President Trump gets back from China, we'll talk about his visit there in just a minute, but there's going to be a lot of pressure for him to do something because of the issue that you talk about the economy and about the price of oil, the price of gas, fertilizers, helium, aluminum, all those kinds of things that are still in insufficient supplies coming out of the Gulf. How long can he allow the situation, or better question is, how long can President Trump resist the pressure before it gets so great that compels him into making a decision like that? Meaning, how long could this go on at the current stalemate situation?
It's very hard to say. I mean, I don't even think the best economists can predict how long this can go on. It's very hard to say exactly what's going to happen with the international economy. And that matters a great deal for figuring out what the timeline looks like. But I think it's quite clear that if this were to go on into the fall, the consequences for the world economy would be disastrous. You can already see what's happening to inflation in the United States. And I believe this is just beginning. I think that, all of the problems that we now see are going to be compounded over time. And we're going to be in much worse shape at the end of the summer than we are today. So at some point, President Trump is going to have to do something about this. And what exactly he does remains to be seen.
And if we think that President Trump is not immune to economic pressure and some version of logic, wouldn't it seem reasonable that therefore the absolute best case scenario for the United States would be, let's get out of here now, because those things you talk about, these economic pressures and stuff, are almost baked in. They must be
individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say fuck out loud right now.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you to say it because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right?
Okay.
Clearly, like you wouldn't say that, right?
Because
there's an
actually, do
intended
you not see the point that you're making? How are you equating God?
Words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning without us. This hard R word, listen, this word only has the meaning that you give to it. Allah exists without us.
What you just told me, you can't disrespect God. Okay, get it, and I agree. But you can disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that entire group of people should just not be offended.
That word
you're doing both.
only has
But you
to this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say fuck out loud right now.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you to say it because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right?
Okay.
Clearly, like you wouldn't say that, right?
Because
there's an
actually, do you
intended
not see the point that you're making? How are you equating God?
Words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning without us. This hard R word, listen, this word only has the meaning that you give to it. Allah exists without us.
What you just told me, you can't disrespect God. Okay, get it, and I agree. But you can disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that entire group of people should just not be offended.
That word
you're doing both.
only has
to
this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say fuck out loud right now.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you to say it because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right?
Okay.
Clearly, like you wouldn't say that, right?
Because actually, do you not see the point that you're making? How are you equating God?
Words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning without us. This hard R word, listen, this word only has the meaning that you give to it. Allah exists without us.
What you just told me, you can't disrespect God. Okay, get it, and I agree. But you can disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that entire group of people should just not be offended.
That word
you're doing both.
only has to this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say fuck out loud right now.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you to say it because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right?
Okay.
Clearly, like you wouldn't say that, right?
Because actually, do you not see the point that you're making? How are you equating God?
Words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning without us. This hard R word, listen, this word only has the meaning that you give to it. Allah exists without us.
What you just told me, you can't disrespect God. Okay, get it, and I agree. But you can disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that entire group of people should just not be offended.
That word
you're doing both.
only has to this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say fuck out loud right now.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you to say it because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right?
Okay.
Clearly, like you wouldn't say that, right?
Because actually, do you not see the point that you're making? How are you equating God?
Words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning without us. This hard R word, listen, this word only has the meaning that you give to it. Allah exists without us.
What you just told me, you can't disrespect God. Okay, get it, and I agree. But you can disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that entire group of people should just not be offended.
That word
you're doing both.
only has to this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say fuck out loud right now.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you to say it because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right?
Okay.
Clearly, like you wouldn't say that, right?
Because actually, do you not see the point that you're making? How are you equating God?
Words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning without us. This hard R word, listen, this word only has the meaning that you give to it. Allah exists without us.
What you just told me, you can't disrespect God. Okay, get it, and I agree. But you can disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that entire group of people should just not be offended.
That word
you're doing both.
only has to this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say fuck out loud right now.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you to say it because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right?
Okay.
Clearly, like you wouldn't say that, right?
Because
there's an
Ak, do you not
intended
see the
meaning.
point that you're making? How are you equating God?
Words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning without us. This hard R word, listen, this word only has the meaning that you give to it. Allah exists without us.
What you just told me, you can't disrespect God. Okay, get it, and I agree. But you can disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that entire group of people should just not be offended.
That word only has to this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say fuck Allah right now.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying I'm asking you to say because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right?
Okay.
Clearly, but you wouldn't say that, right?
Because
there's an
Ak, do you
intended
not see the point that you're making? How are you equating God?
Words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning without us. This hard R word, listen, this word only has the meaning that you give to it. Allah exists without us.
What you just told me, you can't disrespect God. Okay, get it, and I agree. But you can disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that entire group of people should just not be offended.
That word only has
to
this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say fuck Allah right now.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking you to say because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right?
Okay.
Clearly, but you wouldn't say that, right?
Because
there's an
Ak, do you
intended
not see the point that you're making? How are you equating God?
Words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning without us. This hard R word, listen, this word only has the meaning that you give to it. Allah exists without us.
What you just told me, you can't disrespect God. Okay, get it, and I agree. But you can disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that entire group of people should just not be offended.
That word only has to this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say fuck Allah right now.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking you to say because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right?
Okay.
Clearly, but you wouldn't say that, right?
Because Ak, do you not see the point that you're making? How are you equating God?
Words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God.
No contest.
that badly. Like something in my head, I'm like, dude, what? I just want to know how that one happened. Out of pure curiosity. Just like how. Dude, I think I really want a case, dude. It's just so troll. But you can't lay your phone flat anymore.
Why?
Because if you lay it flat, it's just like it's on the camera. You know, it's bad. You're just gonna scratch the camera.
Oh, no, it's fine.
What do you mean it's fine?
Oh, with my case, it's like.
That's what I'm saying. You need a case.
Yeah.
So you don't use the camera lens at all?
No.
You think it's worth?
I just. It's always protected it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Usually, yeah. Do you have the privacy screen?
No, I don't want. It's so annoying because when I show people reels, it's really annoying because I can't watch it.
Wait, so if I show you right now, can you watch?
I can't see it.
You can't?
I can't. Now I can. But it's annoying as hell. Like I can't watch it.
That's why I never wanted the privacy. But they gave it to me for free.
Oh my god.
How much do you like the dynamic island? Is it cool?
Don't care about it.
Don't care, irrelevant? I kind of like it more than a notch, you know.
Wait, man, how did you change your shield color, bro?
Press L1.
L1?
No, is this a different version of the game?
What do you mean, yeah?
Because it gave me an option, like it gave me a button, it showed me it was like press L to change it.
How did you change it?
Yeah, it doesn't look like this version of the game has it.
Yes, it does. Wait, what did my name change?
It was like obvious to change it.
What? This is the same version.
I don't know how that's possible.
How did you change it, bro?
I also really like this wallpaper they have.
What?
This one. Like
can't you just download it?
And it no, because it's like it's dynamic.
I just use this one.
I use that one. But this one it changes based on the time of the day.
Really?
Yeah. Then I'll show you. It changes through these. It's shadow, sky, halo, dusk. Like if it's like night.
Cool.
And
but the weather's just better.
And if you what do you call it?
Did I spell shield right?
No.
Is that right? I spelled shield. I did spell it right.
Yeah, it's like that. See this, press L1 or R1.
I got it. What's the best color? I can change yours.
Wait, dude, it did change one thing. I don't know why, but I can't change the new name of the group chat. Which iOS are you on?
Newest one.
iOS 26.
Yeah.
So like, this is Mi's Garage, right?
Yeah.
I want to go. First of all, it doesn't even say Mi's Garage. When you go on it, can you change it? And edit? Dude, it doesn't give me... For this one, I don't know why. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's ruined from the Blue messaging.
Maybe, yeah, you're right. Why, you want to change the group chat name?
No, okay, it fixed it. I just had to send a message and it fixed it. That was actually annoying me. Alright, it fixed. Wait, I heard if you change the background, does it change for everyone? Have you messed with the background? You know
I have no idea. No
Which one
idea.
do you like the most? Sky?
Clean weather.
Or water? Or Aurora?
Sky. Sky.
You like Aurora?
No.
Look, Aurora. Pink, purple.
Not a fan.
See, I changed it.
How?
Was that cool?
Yeah, it doesn't change for me though.
Check.
It doesn't. There's 0%.
No, because I read that it does.
It doesn't even have that, honestly. I don't even have that. It looks normal. Oh shoot, you could change it. That's annoying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just surprised no one else changed it. Wait, are we two different characters?
Yeah.
So you
Here's Captain. Bloodshot. Wait, what's that?
Dude, you're so bad.
How?
I always know where you're gonna roll. Like, you've never changed your programming. And I punish you for it. It's not like I don't punish you for it. I punish you for it. You know, I just knew it was gonna spike me.
I had no idea.
I knew it. I just had a feeling this bullshit was gonna spike me, isn't it? What's that? Oh, it's a Falcon Punch that you charge.
Yeah. How do you get hit by that? Why, it didn't kill you?
Oh, the hell is that angle?
How did that kill? What? Dude, why are you playing so weird?
How is that? Like, I want to play Spiritual on Turbo. What do you want?
What'd you kill me with? What are you doing?
What? Why are you laughing?
What are you doing?
Why are you laughing?
What? That's all that was me. What? What?
You think I don't notice this guy that has the weirdest knockback?
Who? Okay, you know what's
Every
funny?
move sense backwards.
Uppy sends down.
I know, I noticed.
How retarded is that? Well, think of that. Let's just reverse everything he does. Because you know what's funny?
Oh, it's random.
It was for you too.
I know it's for me, but...
Bro, Bazen, with that Uppy spiked, it wasn't that. I was like, I forgot I enabled this. I was like, I was trying to do a troll and I forgot.
Dude, because I just thought... I'm like, okay, his Uppy... Because I just thought Blood Falcon they made him spike. I'm like, okay, that's retarded. And then I saw his downer made him send up. Okay, so they literally just made this character retarded is what I'm thinking.
Oh my gosh. Wait, select 3 Falcons, okay?
Who?
Select Captain. Now select Blood. Now select this guy. And then select that guy. You already know.
I don't.
Why is it moving like this?
I don't know.
Maybe your controller's
I know, the controller's fine. It's been messing with me.
Okay, finally, it's actually gonna be normal now.
So what was the old value making me do?
Every move sends randomly.
Right now?
No, before.
Yeah, I know that. But did you change something now?
No, it's not.
Why'd you just make me go through all those characters?
You already know.
Well, I don't. Huh?
Get it now. You get it?
Yes. Is it random?
No. It's the one you selected.
So you picked a different selection.
Can't use Black Panther. This is my time to win. Black Falcon is the strongest. Take down the Black Falcon real quick. No, I'm not gonna get hit by that. We lost the Black Falcon.
You lost it, right? I'm not gonna get that.
Wait, play black. Because the reason I lost is I don't have tilt. I broke my name somehow. Is it this?
Where's this pen? You gonna shock me?
No.
Why do you have it? How much did your case buy, clear one?
Don't remember, so long ago.
It's cheap? It's $10?
Yeah. Oh wait, you're that nigga.
No contest.
Take this off. Play Black Falcon. Black Shadow.
I want to change my shoe.
What's the good stage? Dead. Who's gonna win? Predictable. Woo! You like that? Keep staying on it. I'm gonna beat you with every Falcon. You become the strongest one.
I don't even know what buttons to do. If I did down right now, I don't even know what it is.
Check your abilities, check it. Check the super. Is your recovery good? Alright, ready? Still on one. Oh my god. You did that on purpose?
Yeah. I'm so sure to do it.
Why'd you do that? You literally threw me off the stage, bro. Got a freaking clutch up right now. Yeah, this guy's Black Falcon is too strong. It's weak! You like those sound effects?
You really take damage from each one.
I do? Thank God.
I know you got scared.
Well, I know who to beat you with.
Wait, can you reset our controller?
Why?
This is wrong.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know, just reset it.
What do you mean resetting?
I think something's off with the stick. I could just be imagining.
How do I reset it?
I don't know, just reconnect it.
I can see.
Well, so how long does it take to add the YouTube to my phone? An hour? 30 minutes?
Not that long.
Is there something like it has to load?
No. Here, try my controller.
Oh.
Let's see. Is it the stick that's messed up?
Yeah. Maybe. Could be my imagination.
You can calibrate it. You know that?
Mm.
You think Blood Falcon's broken or no? Blood Falcon, is he broken?
He might be good. His recovery's too bad for him to be broken.
Really? So like Godzilla?
No, that's actually just a bad recovery.
Special Smash. Choose your character.
Alright, play Blood Nigga.
Phantom Cannon. Mario. Black Shadow.
I'm out of cookies.
Yeah, I just realized they changed it. This is the same cycle, so this
This Godzilla has different noises. The hell? This sounds weird.
Contest.
Why do they sound like that?
No contest.
What was that?
Mario. 3, 2, 1, go. No contest.
So weird. He sounds all funky.
Special Smash. Choose your character. Mario. Black Shadow. No contest.
Wait, so you don't like the glass feature? How come all my apps are dark?
Yeah.
Did you ever make your apps like
And I already experienced all that with the jailbreak.
So you don't like this?
That's disgusting.
I know, I agree.
No contest. Mario. 3, 2, 1. No contest. 3, 2, 1.
All right, ready? Two. Oh my god. That was all for nothing. What? Oh my god. Beautiful. Just gotta get this nice hit here. I even need the hit. It's the battle of the horrible recoveries. Oh. Oh my god, you can't do it. Yo. Can't go off the stage, bro. Dead. No! Yes! Oh my! This is how I survived recovery. I did side B and I grabbed the ledge by accident out of desperation. Oh, he'll never be. How do you die to that? It's like such a bad ability. That's insane damage. Come on. Oh my god. That's smart. You'll never beat me. You think you'll ever beat me? Try to leave me one time. You see how the flames slide? Look at that damage, bro. That damage is crazy. It just burns you. Crazy damn here.
I don't know why it gives me shield when I
Oh my god, you'll never beat me. You'll never beat me.
I don't want to play this character.
Why?
I hate this character.
One last time.
No, I hate this character. Guys laughing because I'm playing a character I never played. Dude, it's just... I understand why the game makes you shield before you grab. Like, why? Of course it's visual.
Oh, you want to play some Imperial? Alright. I'll play Mario. Ho ho! Crap, I can't kill you, they're covered. Come back. damage. With that spike! What? How can you block? You can cancel it?
Cancel what?
Neutral.
Yeah.
Remember the turbo bug? The comeback! I didn't realize I was winning. I won! Come on! Alright, let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going. There it is, baby! You think you can ever beat me as Godzilla?
Yeah.
You haven't beat me. You see how you say you always beat me?
Yeah, not with these characters I'm playing.
King K. Rool, that was your main.
Yeah, but dude, this is a bad matchup for me.
Are you serious?
I didn't abuse the match, though. That's on me.
Just crushing you.
Yeah.
See? Karma. You're in the crossfire. Yo, I broke your shield. That's what the side B's for. I was like, the side B's so stupid. Give me that damage, baby. What? You didn't even know I was doing it. Huh? I got you by surprise. Told you you'll never beat me. My ass is up, be broken. Oh my god, dude. Damn. Why are you throwing me that way? Stop. No. No! Shut up. Stop! No! That's not fair! You can't do that. I can hear him. I hate that song. Why do I hate that song? Is that spike broken? How'd I do it? I actually can't do this. There it is. Just gotta use that bomb. That's what we gotta do. No!
World's biggest spike.
There it is. Love that shot. Damn it, dude. I see a spike here, bro. That's. Get back on here. Can we spike you? Let me spike you, bro. Oh, you're gonna do that, you're sending quick. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. We gotta hit the spot. Easy. So easy. Dude, that's so broken. Why are you so scared? That's the recipe. Use neutral B to make him go down and then spike him. Come back of the lifetime.
I don't think you understand lifetime.
Watch the recipe. Make it go up. It's like you're not even in the hard spot. You're killing me. Playing with fire. Did I destroy you that time? Where are you going? No contest. Well, you like that recipe, Mazin? Neutral B. Make him not go up. Dude, you're actually cooked. Is this worse than before? It's the same thing?
Well, from what?
The same thing you had from last time.
What, yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday night?
No, like, remember how you heard it when we played soccer?
That was worse.
That was worse?
Yeah.
Why am I... Back over here? Make him jump? Dude, you're so scared from him. Okay. What? That's what I'm talking about. It's the recipe. You jump, you die. You go down, you die. That's how you gotta use the 200 IQ.
Dude, the wind box pushed me. So stupid. That's not even a true combo.
Oh my god, bro. Am I actually gonna lose? Whoa. No! Dude, you gotta kill me in a cool way. You can't kill me like that. Why? Too risky?
Yeah.
So you're saying you're too scared. You're not too risky.
Because you're playing the character that one-shots him, of course. You just gotta play.
JV thighs?
Also just hate moving, like, dodging projectiles in this game, because the movement just feels terrible, so I'm trying to dodge projectiles with shitty moves. It pisses me off. What should I do?
You like that? Missed the spike once, go for it. Now you're done, 100%. Jump. Air dodge. Flip it. Neutral beat. And then spike. I was gonna do that.
Shoot! When you jump over your grab so slow I got hit by it again.
Why are you air dodge? So lost. Spiked. What? Is it retarded or not?
It's not my preferred choice.
Corin? Zach is banned by it's like broken. Someone's fucking this garbage. Augie. Who do you want to lose? Who do you want to lose? Who loses from Phantom Zone?
3, 2, 1, go!
There it is. That hurts. How'd you die?
That's actually crazy. How much a spot dodge your grab by just lasts like for 3 seconds. That's wait.
That the disrespect! Oh my god! No, one.
I'm not playing this Mewtwo.
I haven't played in years.
I hate this character.
Just tell me.
It's not fun to play again.
Play one time.
It's a free win for you.
I haven't played it ever.
It's not. I don't care. It's not fun to play.
It's a free win for me?
For me. But it's just not fun. It's just like I'm playing against a retarded, floaty character.
Well, that's like being mad that you're going against Pichu.
No. How's he living? This Pichu's guy's living.
When'd you die? This game is so good to play, bro. It feels so smooth. Buttery.
No, that's how it killed you? Down to? That's why I DI'd it terribly, because I didn't know it was going to seg me. It normally sends it up.
It was 4th, though. I actually cheated that round. You actually won that game. It was cheating.
To jump again?
No. It was at the final stock I died.
Yeah, you jump, you get like another recovery.
No, it's not that. It's not recovery. It's the hover.
Yeah, I know, I grabbed the ledge and you fell, and I saw you go up.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. The recovery. That hit you!
Nope, that clearly missed. I was at 0!
No, I'll tell you, if I wanted to win, I'd win every match.
I'm not getting close to that. Wallah, I'm not getting close to that. Told you. When God's with you, you never lose. Look at what's a charm.
Oh, no.
It's nerfed, right? Look at that, 3 damage. Is that fun? More aura. Thought it wasn't gonna kill. I gave you that one. You looked at playing the book. I don't want to try and make it broken. Who's not broken? Pit. Is Pit good? Do you like Pit or no? I like his neutral one. Oh yeah, Supercar sucks. What do you mean? It's actually broken. There it is! Can I get a fist bump for that game? do you smile? You can't smile. Like it's, I don't even use my brain and I predict you. That's how predictable you are.
I don't use my brain. You sure about that?
You're out of luck. See ya.
Why is it killing me? Huh?
Because they made it like normal.
Nigga,
That's how normal score.
it wasn't update, but who destroys you? Wait, wait, play Little Mac. I told you the buffed aerials. No, the buffed aerials. Can you try it out? Want me to try it out?
Ooh, does your iPhone use Lightning or USB-C?
Lightning.
Yeah. No, mine's on USB-C.
Let's just take this one. You already feel a difference? This feels like aneurysm. You feel these neutrals are stronger? You see that? That was strong? You're saying that wouldn't have killed it normal. So you're saying there's potential.
I'm reading so hard into the future, I'm too fast.
Just let me hit one aerial, bro. Do you think Lil Mac with good aerials is still bad? Dude, this is gravity. I'm just sinking like a freaking... Can you play Shul? No, I don't want to play another character. You don't like Shul?
Take me. That's actually crazy. No way in hell that's supposed to kill me.
What was that?
Because Buster is supposed to be less non like that move does not kill like that ultimate in any because it's just making him up. does not bounce without arts. Why are you heavy? They didn't bounce it because that makes you like heavier, so it makes you. Dude, they did not bounce it. You having jump makes you way heavier because you're gravity. That's not how that move's supposed to work. You're actually supposed to be lighter. That's the funny thing. They gave him good recovery.
Oh, he has bad recovery now too?
Dude, he went so much sideways. That only happens when you have jump. It actually made her good. I don't know how you made her recovery better in this game.
What? I think you're just complaining. Like, if I can literally destroy you if I play any other character. Play Shulk, I'll destroy you.
Dude, it's different.
Now I want to show you that Shulk is not broken. You think Shulk's broken?
Dude, it's just the stuff they gave him is actually so stupid. I never said. When did I ever say it's broken? I just said they clearly did not recreate him like how he should.
Where is he? Where's Shulk?
Like, you got heavier when you was jumping auto. That's not how that move works. You don't get heavier, you get lighter.
You see Shulk? Where is he? You see him?
They just made them in auto arts like
broken.
That back air right there, it should have killed me hella early. It actually barely killed me.
Where is Shulk?
Like, it doesn't. I don't understand how they made them in auto arms.
There's no naked Shulk. Dude. Does Buster make you heavier?
I think this is irrelevant. This game is irrelevant. This game, they didn't program it. I can tell speed, jump made it heavier because the gravity changed. That's just because of how the engine works. The more fastful you are, the less heavy you are.
Sorry, I lost.
is that's what I normally should kill at. You shouldn't be complaining. That's how the move should be.
That's what's in Ultimate?
Yeah, it's a strong up smash. I don't know why they made it so weak when this game first came out. It was really retarded.
How did I do this the first time? Dude, I thought Shulk was good. How are you beating me? No contest. I gotta beat you then at least. If I beat you in, watch. Easier. There we go. Quick kill. You knew I was gonna do that? Beautiful. we go. Can we get the win? Does it feel nerfed? Dude. I'm not listening. What? Holy moly. Alright, we're done. What? Stop. Are we watching it downstairs or upstairs?
I need you to give my phone YouTube.
Dude, I'm just so hungry.
I need my phone YouTube.
Alright.
You need me to go on a website. Huh?